We should be going live any moment. All right.
Treat them like some hoes.
Treat them like some hoes.
Yeah, we're going live. All right. 3, 2, 1. Boom. All right. What's up, dude?
What's going on, KB?
Dude, you brought Sama's cousin.
Man, I had to bring a little
Oh,
brother.
y'all want to bust out with the joke soon?
No, man. You know, when you grow up with a little brother, you have to take him along everywhere you go. You know,
Yeah.
he was gonna get mad and tell mom's on me, so I decided to bring him along.
First of all, I was the little brother that always beat the big brother up. Let's keep that in mind. Don't forget it
That
either.
just started like 10 years ago, bro. Take it easy.
I never had that. My brother kicked the shit out of me until he got out of the Marine Corps, and then he was skinny as shit, and I happened to be not skinny as shit, and I beat the shit out of him one time. He kept wanting to wrestle. I had to fuck him up, wedged him between the hotel bed and the little small part of the wall, and just started beating the shit out of him. It was beautiful, no. And from then on, never had a problem. That guy would, no, you don't understand. My brother used to drown me. Every time we go to see my family, we go for 2 weeks every year. You barely have any room with those heads. Has those beer on you?
No, you're good.
It looks like he's about to rip his
No, I'm
headphones
good.
out.
It's
Okay.
just the size of his head.
Shut your
Yeah.
bitch ass. Starting off
just kidding.
off the bat.
But, yeah. Anyway. Oh, yeah. Make sure we're definitely live. Anyway. He used to drown me. We'd go every year from age whenever I can remember to 18 to Illinois to see my family for 2 weeks. We'd stop in Dallas. Every time we stopped in Dallas, see my uncle, my cousin, and my aunt. And my cousin and my brother would hold me underwater, pass me out, bring me back up, bring me back to consciousness, do it again. And then when they got tired of that, then they're like, all right, we're going to make it more cool, like more military training. We'd put a bucket over my head. They'd push me into the water because then, you have a slight
Little bit.
pocket of air.
So now you can just panic and stay alive.
It's just
instead of
I
pass
got
out.
really good at being cool. I'd be like, okay, I got this air. And then before we knew it, no one knew, but it turns to carbon monoxide and you pass out.
Yeah.
So
Lose-lose
it was
situation.
always ending with me passing out. So, dude,
Well,
that dude deserved more
But
than
at least your older brother, all right? This motherfucker he'll be playing Sega Genesis in the bedroom when we were kids.
Get it right. It's Madden.
All right, well, motherfucker, you know what I mean. He would leave my remote unplugged and let me think that I'm playing.
But
and
you're
I'm
too
not.
small to realize?
You're damn right. That's him. That was him.
That's not that bad.
I think
That's not
I'd
that
rather
bad.
get
You know what? Hold on.
suffocated.
That's
you-
not that bad, but at least
I went from my brother when I was like 11 would pass me out underwater and bring me back to consciousness, and you're like, I was 3 and he wouldn't let me play the game. but I
I'd rather
thought I
get
was.
passed out
Okay,
underwater.
No, you know what? It's this type of thing. Everybody knows how Daniel is. He a hothead. It's been like that since he was little. Something about one time,
I'm not a hothead.
yeah, nigga, you a hothead.
Anyway, proceed.
Anyways, we were arguing. He has a fork in his hand. What's he do? He throws it at me. Sticks right in my forehead. Boom.
Shut up.
I'm dead serious. Stuck right here on my forehead, right above my left eyebrow.
Al Qaeda taught him that.
Nah,
All right, I'm gonna head out.
you stupid. Nah, I love my little brother. He
I love my
motivates
brother.
me. He motivates me, so that's what it is.
I love my brother too. He motivates me to not get fat because he's so fat.
Why you look at me when you say fat?
Hey, mine too.
Y'all both
But you're the little brother, right? So what happened?
life, kids. I fell in love with cooking, bro. That's what it is.
Hey,
and
I
I got
get
it Latinas. My girl.
Yeah, that's a good excuse to get fat,
Damn,
but
she Mexican.
I don't want.
Hispanic.
Anyway,
I'm just kidding, dude. I just saw a picture of him because I was looking for pictures of y'all to put on the thing, and there's one where you're stretching, bro. You got the little lap.
oh, you see
mark.
that little?
Looking good. His
Oh,
waist is
Well, I was
thin.
like 20.
That was his rookie
How old
year
are you
with the
now?
Drillers.
Oh, it was.
That was his rookie year.
That
With
wasn't
his-
my rookie
with his
year.
big-
Was.
He had that bucket
No, we were
hat.
getting ready to play Wichita Falls. We had walkthroughs at Memorial, but we played at Ground Day. No, I'm about to be 30 in December. So let me make it. Damn.
Oh, I'm trying to see if everything is working good. I'm trying to see if everything is. All right, we're good to go. Oh, now I'm catching up. Sorry. See, for some reason the iPad won't bring my comments up. It'll show the screen. All right, we're good to go. Sorry, guys. Dilly. Dude, are you done with the vodka?
Nah,
Yeah.
Hey.
Almost.
Let me explain how this guy he walks in. And I don't drink much. When I do, it's usually here on this podcast, and it's still not a lot. Sometimes I have gotten kind of drunk on here, but I've got these bangs because these dudes from Miami were like, "Yeah, bro, we just put bangs in all over." Like they go to parties and they say only the mixers were just bangs. So that's what I got. Some cucumber. No. Orange vodka, effing vodka, and then some Apple Crown, and a few of those nasty ass Bud Lights. And then,
Hey,
Hey,
I
they're
didn't pay
good,
for
good.
them.
All right.
oh, I thought y'all were dilly guys. There's some real beer right there.
Nah, we'll drink.
No, I'm gonna give
hey,
you
we
one of those
niggas,
in
bro.
a
We'll
minute.
drink anything.
It's
that's
ice
free.
cold right now, and so he gets here, and I'm like, yeah, I don't drink that. I don't drink that much, usually on the podcast. He's like, yeah, me either. This is exactly what he did. I was like, oh, there's some vodka, and there's your mixers, have whatever, Sprite, there's everything. He goes, yeah, I'm just gonna. Keep in mind, it's not whiskey. This isn't rum. This is vodka.
Effing vodka.
Effing vodka. It's got some flavor, thank
It's
God.
delicious.
So he just puts ice in it and vodka, and like this. This is how it goes.
Not even a sip.
The vodka wasn't even cooled off yet, and then he just keeps going like this.
You get that top lip burning.
And I'm like, what in the fuck? How much vodka have you drank since you just started testing? Like he was acting like he wasn't liking it, but he was going,
Look at him now.
yeah. He's a pro, and you know what? There's an art to being able to drink a lot, and then handle yourself.
It's tough. Or even to show up to go to work at 6 o'clock in the morning. I don't know how he does it. Kid's a machine.
just
That was before that shit.
Frank the Tank.
He just
a
figured out
machine.
about that stuff now.
Bro,
Oh yeah.
Nah, we used to live together. You know that. I woke up to go work out at 4 in the morning. Tell me why him and like 6 of his friends were sitting there playing beer pong in our dining room.
Jesus.
I'm like, dude,
How old are you?
And we
I
were
was,
truck
I,
drivers.
at that
We
time,
were, like, you
I was like
realize we gotta
21
go to work.
at that time. That was 8 years ago.
You realize
I'm
we-
about to be 30.
that we still got to go
About
to work.
to be 30. I met you when you were 19,
19, 20.
back when you had them abs. Head was still big as fuck.
Hey, shit, which one?
I don't know. It's funnier than
Hey,
which one of the.
You know, mom's watching. I'm
Love you, man.
I can't believe I
What's
tell
up,
my mom
Mom?
to
Hey, Mom.
not watch this. Don't watch
Oh,
this,
man.
mom. Which my mom don't even have a Facebook, thank God.
No,
But
ours either.
my dad, he likes to hop on. I'm sure.
yeah,
I'm
my
sure.
pops has Facebook, but nah, my mom's cool as shit. She
Oh,
don't
he
care. We
does
grown.
that. Sounds good. All right.
We grown, so I was trying to pull up so I can see the comments too.
Yeah, you should. You're tagged on it, so it should be on your.
Yeah, that's what I'm about
feed.
to check.
Everybody, it's funny. Everybody comes in here. No, I mean, I love Fred. And I love all my friends, but they'll come in here with their own live on, and I'm like,
Fucks it up.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, guys. I mean, we're doing it, because it makes you. Because I feel stupid because right now I try to keep up the best I can because somebody has something, and a head joke. Now there's a tally on how many head jokes of the show. There's
Is there
I
really?
can imagine.
Like head joke number
I can
2.
imagine.
Head joke number 2.
I can imagine.
But like I'm trying to like keep up with this, which sucks, So, but they're like got their own little podcast going, and they're looking down, and then they'll be like, I'll talk, and then they'll go, yeah, shout out, look, I'm
I
like,
figure it'd be like on the radio when you call on the phone on the radio and they're like, turn your radio down.
that's true. Well, I would say I think what they don't know is like that it's actually already on their page.
It's on my page?
Yeah.
Yeah, I tagged you in it.
tagged you.
It's the internet. Come out of the cave,
I'm
put
on
the
my-
AK
I'm
down,
on my
take the turban off.
Yeah.
Fucking
Hey,
A.
fuck Al Qaeda.
Hey, you already know. I'll let that
It's not on my
story stand
page.
for
see?
peanut for
Look,
another
even
day.
somebody said it. Look.
It's not on your
Scrolling-
page?
look, scrolling, trying to find the podcast. You were snapping. It's cool. I found 20 other hilarious things. It's not on my page.
Really? Is it on yours? Yeah.
Yeah, I got it.
How do you got it?
It's a little delayed, but I got
Yeah,
it.
but it's
gonna be
just slightly
but I
delayed.
can
Let me
just
see.
Did you tag me in it?
You're worried about the wrong thing.
You're 100% tagged right there. You see how it's tagged? Boom, boom, boom. Should be in there. Dude, maybe I shouldn't have made fun of Al Qaeda. Your boss found out.
Oh shit.
That's all right. I already told them to go. They can stream it on YouTube, and I told them.
Yeah, it's YouTube's live on YouTube right
Yeah,
now.
I
Chop it
told
up with
them that.
KB. If they want to go on YouTube, they can do that. And I think YouTube has a better picture anyway. We talked about that.
I mean, I look.
Daniel needs all the help he
I
can
look
get.
good regardless.
That's why you're wearing a hat and have a beard. Beard's a fucking makeup for ugly dudes.
Can you grow a beard? Oh,
Yeah, I
shit,
can grow
you
a-
can. God,
yeah.
I forgot he had one.
When you met me, I had a massive beard. Remember my badass glasses? I was
Oh,
bald with the Rick Ross.
the black,
Remember?
yes.
I really don't want to tell a story about the first time I met you, but I'm going to.
I forgot the.
Oh man.
Do
I
it.
didn't even know your
name
name was Kyle Barnett till the first scrimmage game in Abilene.
Oh really?
I thought your name was Dean Merkin the whole time. I'm dead serious. Remember that first tryout we went to?
Yeah.
You had that jersey. Or no, not in the tryout. you had introduced yourself as Dean Merkin. And then I was like, that's a cool fucking name. Like,
Who named their kid Dean
that's
Merkin?
a bad mother. I was like, that's a bad motherfucker. Turned out he's still a bad motherfucker. But I was like, with the name, and then I can't remember who came up to me in the Abilene. We were stretching. He's like, where's Kyle? And I was like, who the fuck's Kyle? Kyle Barnett. Who the fuck? No, the crazy white guy with the cut on his nose. I was like, oh, that's Dean Merkin. Oh, his name's Kyle Barnett. I was tripping out. I thought your name was Dean Merkin the whole time.
Oh, that's hilarious. Dude, I had that Merkin on the back.
That's what threw me off, too.
We were jogging laps, remember Richardson?
Yeah.
Steven?
Yeah.
I've known him, his family, since I was in kindergarten. We're jogging. He's behind me. Remember how he's kind of silly? He's like, hey, Kyle, your name's not Merkin. And I was like, yeah.
That sounds like Big Country.
I know. I gave him his name. The day I met him, like as he walked up to me. Yeah, he got.
I thought we called him that since high school.
I know. I named him Big Country day one when he walked up to me. He had like he was giant back. He's in better shape now.
He's much better shape.
He was huge back then. He had like a blue Under Armour shirt with sleeves that you should be wearing. His belly's showing. He's walking up to him going, and I'm like, that's country. That's Big Country. And he was like, okay. And it's just,
I could have sworn that we called him that since high school.
You went to high school with that dude?
He did.
I've known him since junior high. He went to SJ. I was at Goddard. But yeah, we call him Gary Martin. We call him something else, but he's my boy, so I can't.
What'd you call him?
No, he can't.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that.
Is it that bad?
It's horrible. But we had a different nickname for him.
But that was before y'all became boys.
No, we were boys. But,
Oh,
yeah, I'm not gonna say
Oh.
what we called him then. But
So-
Big
so-
Country did come about. Now I think of it. Yeah. Exactly.
So what you're saying is you have matured.
Or yeah. Not
A
really.
couple more drinks, he'll say it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna.
I remember-
say I got you, Big Country.
One
bro. I
time,
love you, man.
Country was, I forgot, we're at Joe T's or somebody's partying, and I'm leaving. No.
Was it the first year?
I don't
It was
know.
probably Joe T's and Peanuts' house, remember?
No, it was at Northridge Apartments. It was. I can't be putting people's names out there.
That was our party.
Was it your party?
It had to,
Northridge?
and we lived in Northridge. We threw the biggest
I'm
party.
leaving there. I gave him a bottle of like R&R whiskey. He's hammered. I'm pulling out of there. I'm driving off. It's like 3 a.m. And then he just stops and he looks at me. He's peeing in the middle of the parking lot. Like lights are. I mean, you see this dude perfectly.
Sounds like it.
6'7", 300-foot white dude looks like Shrek, and he's peeing. And I back out. I'm like, what the fuck you doing? He's like, quit leaving, man. Why are you leaving? And I'm like, just driving off. He goes, I got a tiny dick.
Why does he sound just like Country?
Dude.
That's how long we've been boys.
I need to have him on here, but I'm afraid you'll never understand what he's saying.
I tell you,
Hey,
what,
you
he
can't
got
get the
some bitch.
subtitles?
Yeah,
I'll turn.
I'll have somebody behind like the desk. Just,
That's it. Signing.
it's best you can
I'll turn
do.
my closed captioning on or something.
You have to have somebody type fast.
was
Reed
really fast.
owns the only guy that could type that fast, and
then,
I don't think he wants to have to keep up with
It's
that
called
shit.
Farva.
Oh man,
Rambo.
I'd love to have him on here.
Oh, that'd be great.
He'd do it.
You
I'm
gotta
sure.
get
I want to have him and Warden on here at the same time. 'Cause
No,
maybe,
not Warden. Warden has too many head jokes. No, Warden cannot come on your podcast.
Why can't? Why want him to be on here to like kind of like to woo to tame the
Those
Garrett?
elbows I heard about.
Yeah.
That we all heard about.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's a strong old man though.
You
Oh,
know,
Warden's
I-
a beast.
I always say
when I say old man, I mean that respectfully.
he's what 50.
I don't know.
I have not.
But
Warden's like
I
78.
I
but he
wouldn't
can
want him
still
to get
beat
his
some
hands on
ass.
me.
He's still built like a shit brick house, dude. He's
He works
thick.
hard, dude. He works hard.
Yeah, he only stays injured. I think he's like Wolverine. It's like
He's got to be.
ACL, broken femur, sprained ankle. What is it, like 3 weeks? I'm back.
Does he still wear like the knee pads?
I don't know. I haven't played football.
If
in
you
a
do,
while.
Matt, shit, keep doing your thing, man.
No, that dude right there is
Oh, that's a
that dude.
monster.
I said the Avengers offered him a job, and he was like, I don't wear no faggy tights. Or he'd have done it. And they didn't like carrot juice. He's like, you don't like carrot juice? Fuck y'all, I'm out. Y'all can just have the Hulk, I guess.
Baggy tights.
Yeah, that's just how he
Matt
rolls.
Warden's drink was with the pomegranate.
If he was a Avenger, he'd have to let the hair out. He'd be drinking his carrot juice and just coming through, just hammer fisting people.
You know you need to get on here.
Who?
Ben Jensen.
Ben Jansen from
Oh,
Big
I'd love
Spring,
to.
boy.
Man, get his juju root shot.
Yeah, but I got him on the. Oh, he got me on ginger root. That dude had the hottest ginger root. Like if that dude was a drug dealer of ginger root, that dude had the fire.
Oh, the
Yeah,
plug.
fire.
He'd make me
Straight
throw up. I'd take a big old hunk and just swallow it, and then as soon as I'd puke everywhere, I'd be like that thing, that like this does. I'd be like, rah!
Yo,
I felt
This
so
this
good.
motherfucker would show up to our apartment, throw Keystone in the oven.
Did it in my house.
He did it to you?
Yeah.
See, remember that shit?
Yeah, I remember
Talking
that.
about, oh, it's good like this.
We had a party at my
With
house.
this kitty cat shirt.
Kit Kat shirt, yes.
We had a party at my house, and I had all kinds of shit. But I remember getting OE 40 and a Hurricane 40, and a half pound of cottage cheese or a pound of cottage cheese. I can't remember. It was the big container, large cottage cheese, with him in mind. And I said, and I had a bunch of good beers, all kinds of beers, like a variety. And I put these 2 beers in there, and I said, whatever asshole grabs one of them nasty ass 40s over all these other beers you can pick. I mean, literally anything you wanted, I had there. You have to drink the beer, but you have to eat the cottage cheese the same. Every time you drink, you got to drink the cottage cheese. So of course,
Hold on, rewind.
That's
I missed
horrible.
something. I was trying to see if I look good on the TV.
Yeah, you still ugly with that receiving hairline like LeBron James. Anyways. Don't call mom.
It's not receiving.
Mention that. Receiving.
Back up. You said if they take.
okay. I had all these. I had Dos Equis. I had Corona. I had Dilly nasty. By the way, y'all can have.
I'm surprised you even got that.
I thought y'all drank Bud Light.
No,
He drank.
when have I drank
every
Bud
beer-
Light when I was like 19.
Every picture I ever saw, you had
bro,
Bud Light.
Bro, this is how you know
What
I'm a good
picture?
older brother. When you asked me what do we drink, I just said beer and vodka. I could have said Miller Lite and Patron.
Hey, take
That's
a
what I
shot of
could've said.
something. I got a bottle of
That is true.
Patron out there. John Corey Holmes asked for us to take a shot. So
I
Don't take a
went
shot of
live.
Patron.
I went
He'll
live
take a
on-
shot of vodka. I'll take a shot.
they really
of Patron.
can't find it on your shit, huh?
Oh, yeah, well, I shared his.
Oh, okay.
And I went live through that. Oh, wait, are my watching years? This is Leaf for now.
I'm down to take a shot of Patron. Now.
Oh, there's Mike Heatland. They got
I'm gonna get one of these yellow bellies. Is that cool?
Yeah,
you
go
got a
ahead.
cold one in there.
Go ahead. Yeah, there's something there.
My wife would be like.
Okay, see, now,
my
yeah.
wife,
That's
my,
canned
my,
beer.
My wife likes the yellow bellies.
Yeah, you can just share the YouTube link.
Well, I got it live now on my Facebook.
Oh, you
And
that
I
guy.
did. I did
Oh,
share
that
the-
share thing.
I did
Oh,
share-
that's a
Oh,
cool.
you-
that's
no,
badass though because
you had a watch party. You created the watch
hey,
party.
you know what watch
Yeah.
parties are? That's for people that are retarded, like me, that can't make shit work. Right?
Oh shit!
So you use.
You thought I was gonna say you didn't. You?
He's sensitive.
Nah.
Dude.
He was.
You a
He started
fucking lie.
like me that can't make it. I mean, he's tagged just like you are,
It's
but
too much. It's so much.
the watch party's cool. That's awesome.
It's the same thing though. Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, I mean they're just joining the live feed via that. So
Y'all know, all right.
Tracy,
Tracy,
shots or
hey,
what?
Tracy
if
Smith
you want to go
says,
to the Patron,
Want me to go get it? I'll go
yeah.
get it.
Sorry, the captain
Hey,
tries
bring-
not to leave.
bring
I
that
tried not to
effing-
pee and I
Down
tried
with
to
this
leave.
shit.
it.
bring
Yeah,
that vodka
All right,
too.
So if Daniel sends his people to Bahamas, you on your own. You going?
yeah, that's it.
I'm out.
I'm fighting these
These
motherfuckers.
motherfuckers keep calling me Al Qaeda. I might blow this motherfucker
Hey.
up.
Hey, hey, you need to have Peanut on back on here again so
Yeah.
that he can tell you the story of his 21st birthday.
Bitch, I was 20. I was bald. Anyway, we'll get to that when he comes back. Hey, bring
And
that
I'm-
vodka.
you know what? I'm glad you drove.
Tracy Smith says, y'all know y'all got to work
Bring the bottle in
tomorrow.
those little red cups, I guess. Whatever you can figure out, you're a pro. You're a pro.
Anyway, it's KB. How you been, my man?
I'm good, brother. I am
Tell you,
good.
looking good.
You look
The
good,
way you lost, I gained it, like I said.
bro. I was just tired of being like. There's no reason to be that big anymore. Like I didn't play football.
Oh, like me. Thank
what's-
you.
Yeah, you went the other way, but you got. But I mean,
I'm head out,
hey,
bro.
no. When I had my first kids, it's like how many kids you got?
He's a fucking asshole.
How many kids you got? Your face still pretty, it's just a little
Well, I
bigger.
appreciate
It's just
it.
more pretty because there's more of it.
No, I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
I got 2 kids and a stepdaughter, so I got 3.
When was the first one?
6. He's 6. Javian's 7.
They give us money and water. He's already.
You don't need to drink no more.
No, he needs to.
said,
he needs-
Oh, they
He's
want.
sick. He's sick.
I said 6. Fool, I didn't say 6. I'm sick. Oh, you bitch ass niggas. Anyway.
It'll be 13 minutes. He'll be.
Yeah, he's gonna be out.
Oh, he must not know about me.
Nah, you got your
Oh, okay.
that whatever.
This is gonna be serious. Anyway.
Thanks, sir.
Uh.
Back up, so I don't-
You got any questions?
No. So he's 6. Man, I was gonna say there's a point where it's like a
7,
year.
6, and 10 years.
There's about a year where I went to like you eat fast food,
Oh,
start
you
eating.
included.
But what happens real quick though when you have kids, especially when you're a dude or a girl, it don't matter, mom, period, both parents, it's easier to get the the microwave food, or it's easier to get the McDonald's because you're like, fuck, I'm tired. I just want these kids to eat and go to sleep so I can do the same. And then what's fucked up, bro, is like, how old were you? You were 20?
I was 21 when I had my first child, Javian. I was 21.
21. So, hold on. Here, you need this. Pound that right there. He's never going to make it.
I'm going to make it, bro. You were telling me.
You started talking through that small gap all of a sudden you were doing fine.
I don't think I've ever heard somebody make fun of the gap.
I've been born with that. I've heard all kinds of jokes. Gap and head size jokes.
All right, we're going to do this for your boy.
Oh, yeah. Here. This is for John Corey Holmes. Here we go. Hey, by the way, I didn't plan on taking any shots.
Yeah, he did.
So,
But yet you invited Daniel Zachery on your podcast.
Well, I just thought he drank Bud Light. To be honest with you, I thought Daniel only drank beer. I didn't know. Dude, I swear every picture, I remember you drinking Bud Light.
What picture are you talking
When's the last
on my MySpace picture?
When's the last time I saw
What?
I just made fun of it. That's actually like
I do not sound Mike Tyson. That's ludicrous.
no. Last time I saw you was literally in person was years, bro.
It's been a long time. Yeah.
So, going back to what, but let's get this fucking shit out the way real quick.
I wasn't invited, but
Patron's getting hot, and I got to drink this for Mikey Heat because
Yeah.
All right,
this is for John.
Treat him like some hoes.
And John has a porn name, by the way, John Corey Holmes. I mean, come on, give me a break. Terrible.
Y'all better man up. Take it like some bunch of bitches.
Dude, I don't do that.
Bunch of
You didn't put it in the
bitches.
freezer. It was sitting out.
What happened to Merkin and Jay?
Bitch, I'll still beat you up. I just
I'm
can't take a
34
shot
with
like
the-
a man.
I'm 34 with the teenager. Don't give me that stuff.
Damn, I thought I was the only one.
I'm telling you.
Dude,
34 with the teenager.
ooh, that was manly. That was.
If y'all need any advice on teenagers, I got y'all. Teenage girls specialty. I specialize.
I'm just in there, just starting 12s.
I got your back, homie.
Oh, dude, that was more than a normal shot, I think.
I get
That should have probably been like, woo.
I already told my charge nurse, Amanda Collier, I told her to watch. What's up, Amanda? I told her I was going to show up to work hungover, a little hungover tonight. So
No, it's gonna be like that.
it doesn't take much for me to get hungover either.
Yeah, there's something you can take. It's a vitamin that you can take that really does help. I'll have to glutathione. Boom, take that. If we had some glutathione right now,
No idea.
it's a vitamin.
Sounds like a workout.
No, it's a pill. And so like right now, like
Did Jesus take that?
I bet he made it. Well, no, he didn't make it, but his dad did.
There you go.
But it's a vitamin you can take or a pill. When we talk about, what do you call it? You take it and literally, like if we took it right. I wish I had some. I'm gonna get some. What the fuck am I doing with a podcast with people?
This is bullshit.
Yeah, well,
It's the worst podcast I've ever been on.
It's the only one you've ever been on.
well, that's a fucked up deal. It's like the worst one. But you take glutathione like today or maybe tomorrow, and it'll dissipate. It'll help the hangover go away a lot.
Then yeah, you definitely need to get some.
Yeah, I'm
So
gonna
I
get a
didn't
bowl
mean-
of
I didn't want-
glutathione. Well, usually I have like a drink, and it's like Sprite and a little bit of this, or I have a few beers, and other people do too. But we got this guy here, and then
Professional.
let's just
Hey,
put it this way.
hold on. You know what you should do? Once we finish up here, you should get him to autograph a Yellow Belly.
Yeah,
Why?
because
You're professional.
dude, you're a pro.
Y'all-
it's like
y'all
Odell.
being
You're
so
like Odell
extra.
Beckham.
Daniel, I
of
guarantee
drinking.
all 14 people that I see watching this can't go drink for drink with you overnight. I mean,
Yes, they can.
I'm bragging.
Y'all act like-
I'm bragging. That's my boy.
Yo, I don't even drink that much. I really don't. They
In
make
public.
it seem like mind your business. First of all,
It's all good though. That's why we love you.
Hey, you know what though? Like, here's the best
I
thing.
love y'all.
At least you got. Here, check this out. There's nothing wrong with drinking.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, if you have to check to do, that's cool. But at least
you have
you're
kids, you
at
need
least
it.
you're 30. You have children, and you do your drinking at home, like a fucking normal
Mm-hmm.
person.
Dude, drinking at home.
He will leave my house that I'm having a cookout at.
To
He'll
go
have
home.
like 3 beers and be like, I'm gonna go back to the house. And I'm like, for what? He was like, I don't want to drive. You can come back to the house and get drunk with me because we're drinking all night. What makes you think I want to drive home?
Maturity and responsibility. You learn, especially after a DWI, which I had one 4 years ago now.
Mama didn't raise no fool. We learned from our
We
mistakes.
learn from our mistakes. So
My
that-
mom. Go ahead.
That's why nobody sees me out at bars like no later than 10 anymore. There's a reason.
He leaves after the 10 cents.
Yeah, that
specials up.
he's tired of getting his truck
That
searched for
too.
fucking AKs and missiles.
It's the beard.
Oh
Hey,
my
Danny, I'm gonna hook you up with my barber. You know, she can
Yeah, you can. You don't have to trim this shit yourself, bro. If you can't see, you just at least like use your ears as a gauge if they're level or not. You know what I'm saying? Like give it, or just don't
Let
drink.
me know when you are done.
I got you, bro. I'm gonna hook you up with my
You bro,
barber.
you know how I do this is because you all that Facebook shit you put out there. I want to smack the fuck out of you from a distance, so I can't.
I think everybody wants to smack the fuck out of me from a Facebook post from a
But they
distance.
won't.
But you can, yeah, you can't, KB. You real, bro. You can do
I'm
that.
gonna-
Jerry,
I wouldn't smack you, but
If you're
I'll put you in a
sensitive,
leg
you
lock
can't
or
have us
something.
on Facebook. Or at least Daniel, I'm the nice one.
No, I just want to smack the fuck out of him from waist. Oh, I keep fucking. See, I repositioned my mic. Now it's
no,
up.
he likes to.
You know, I didn't get used to it. Anyway, I want to smack the fuck out of you for wasting your time bitching about some shit that don't even matter. I'm like, Jesus, let it go, bro. Just let it go. Like, let it go. You have a beard to worry about. You're getting profiled for terrorists all the time. You got things to worry about way more important than this shit on Facebook.
Oh, why do we come on here? Like,
Okay,
to get roasted, bro.
that's what we do.
Like, I'm gonna take a piss break, and while I'm gone, y'all keep talking shit
Hey,
about me.
pound this fucking thing, dude. Why you?
I gotta take a piss.
No.
When you get back, that should be gone. You can drink vodka like it's.
I don't
can
like sweet.
That's
that
all
shit's
him.
sweet.
It's gone.
Bitch, they lying.
Oh
okay.
my, dude.
Y'all had that shit too.
It's on. No, I didn't drink any vodka. I don't touch vodka.
Gary
I only had
did.
one cup.
It's at the label. That's all that's left.
That's
I think your wife probably stole some.
She does like that vodka though.
that's
Absolutely.
good though.
See?
That's good.
I
I'm
mean,
not a fan of flavored vodka, but that's just good.
back when
Excuse
I did,
me, I'm gonna take a piss.
I meant
All right.
to. I honestly thought you were gonna get just regular vodka, and I was gonna bring some pickle juice. But I
back,
forgot.
back when I did drink vodka, I liked effing cucumber vodka. It was fucking really good.
Wait, everybody makes Chiltons with those.
What's a Chilton? Chiltons knock you out, right?
That's his drink. I don't drink that shit.
You drink Chiltons? You drink Chiltons and wear a flat toe boots
Boost.
and butt.
Square toe boots, not flat toe.
Whatever, dude. All right, cowboy.
How different are we though?
Right off on your camel.
I would.
That was probably.
How different are we though, man? Daniel, that's my boy, man.
Dude, you know what's so funny is when he showed up, he was bucket hats, flat bills, and now he's like,
You know, in high school, he had a grill and a double edge up.
and now he's slowly transitioned into like a 30-year-old
Man,
man that, I mean, and now that wants to ride a horse.
he's.
The oil field ruined him.
It has to be.
That happens to everybody. You have, it's like, it's hard to be in the oil field and not start wearing boots outside. I never conformed. I stuck with my
I mean,
Vans.
I have a pair of boots, but I only wear them when I go to rodeo. That's about
You
it.
have boots?
Yeah,
Cowboy
I have
boots?
a pair of boots on, but I only wear them when me and my lady go two-stepping, which is hardly never now, which I need to get back to that.
We need to hang out, by the way. We were talking, me and your wife.
We do, man.
Y'all
We
are
do.
fun. We're still too crazy for most people, but y'all can hang out with us.
Awesome, dude.
Yeah, she's
definitely.
nice, man. She
Perfect.
She
She's the perfect woman. I'm not saying that because of this. Fuck this. That's my ride or die right there.
oh yeah. Well, if she puts, I always think if they can put up, if you can fight, if you can bang heads and then find common ground, and then bang heads and you find common ground, that's what you got. Like,
Keeps it fun.
well, the thing is like marriage and being married or a relationship isn't. Look at this moron. There's a doorknob. You can just open
He can't
it.
even fucking
He's
turn
like
it. He's drinking too much
headbutt-
orange vodka
He's
and
like
shit.
headbutting it open.
He's headbutting both sides of the wall at the same time.
I know you damn well ain't talking.
Actually, we weren't. We were talking about.
I love this. I knew this was gonna be hilarious. I already knew this is gonna be a good one.
You know, we fun loving.
Oh, anyway, like marriage. People think like once you get married, you make that. This is my special someone. It's like
He's my
it's gonna be-
I love him.
it's gonna be just everything's gonna be good from here on out. It's like no,
Definitely
You
not.
got to be ready to fucking bang it out. Sometimes you make.
You got to be ready to bang it out and then bang it out.
Yeah.
And
Then-
oh, I'm sorry.
Me and my wife have got this thing where we can realize we might start getting nippy at each other, and then like I'll drive off and go separate somewhere for like
Got you.
for a few minutes, and then realize when we come back we won't talk about it because if it's something retarded,
Yeah.
we're like it's so retarded. There's no reason. Like there's no more bitching and moaning. It's like all right, we're good,
We
right?
bickered. It's over.
Well, like it's like an unspoken agreement that was stupid. I can't believe we were both mad, and let's hug and just hang out the rest of the night. Why should we spend 30 minutes talking about whatever dumbass shit we got mad about?
Yeah, it was stupid.
Instead of just walk in, hang, and that's 30 minutes of our life. We could just be chilling
Yeah.
and enjoying the moment.
That's me and my lady. That's all we do. We bicker. This mother.
You
right
got
here.
Hey, if you don't,
puts our arguments on Snapchat.
It wasn't even an argument.
Secretly.
It was.
I had
It
people
wasn't even an
message-
argument. Oh my god.
I have people messaging me on Facebook
So
saying,
fucking
"Hey,
dramatic,
hey,
bro.
killing me, bro. Drink that thing.
For what? I'm good.
There's
I
nothing in
come.
there.
Are y'all good? I come back and y'all over here.
What's in
Oh my
there, though?
god. How's y'all relationship like? Oh bitch, me too.
wait.
Looking ass. Like,
Are you married?
pretty much,
But pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. About
Right.
pretty much," but I'm not. Hey,
Right.
what it is.
That's fine. But
First of all, I didn't put his. They weren't even arguing. First of all,
what are they? Well,
they were just. I
This
just
dude-
Snapchatted.
That's what
That's-
we do.
I was just Snapchatting. We're at our cousin Rachel's wedding in
I thought we were
Lubbock.
at your house.
No, it was at Rachel's wedding in Lubbock. And I'm Snapchatting. We're all eating at the table. It's me, my girl, my mom, Jerry, Kristen, you know. And then I'm just Snapchatting. And then, like, Kristen, like, just makes this, like, dirty face at Jerry, but they're not arguing.
Always.
And that's all it was.
like a video of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Snapchat.
But I'm going like
Putting
this.
my business in the
I'm
street.
going around like this in the room, you know.
Yeah, just
And then-
catching the.
And then our friend,
He just happened to catch it.
our friend Lakin. She snap messaged me. And she was like, "Ooh, that look says everything." Like she thought that Jerry was getting his ass in trouble,
Like I fucked up.
but it wasn't nothing like that.
But no.
So no,
that's
I
what
don't
we
put-
do though. That's what we do.
That-
And dude, there's
That's
nothing.
our relationship. and
There's
I
nothing
love
wrong
it.
with
I
that.
love it.
There's nothing wrong with that, dude. Hey, if it works, it works. Like
nothing serious. I mean,
check it out. Check it out.
It's nothing serious.
Here's
'Cause
how it
you
is.
know what?
Some
It's
guys
for life now.
Some
It
guys
is
like
what it is.
some guys like hot rods, right? What do hot rods do?
Go fast.
Constantly give you shit.
Vroom, vroom.
And then they fucking are the most pleasurable thing for like a sprint or for a couple like runs down the. It's like the same thing. You're gonna have a good time, and then you're gonna hit a little kink or something. You know, you're gonna bend a rod, and you got to go in there and either work it out or realize it was some dumbass shit and get over it. Like if you're not gonna do that, it's like a 60% divorce rate in the United States.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
60.
Been there too.
Hey,
Not talking about that.
I've lived a tough.
but
easy
here's the
life.
thing, dude. Like it's almost that sucks, bro. It's like my daughter's most of her friends' parents are either getting divorced or are divorced. That sucks, dude.
You don't find many old couples together anymore. Like,
Hey, you know what though?
I hope
You have no kids with the one you divorced. So essentially,
Right.
you broke up with your wife.
pretty much.
It was some legal shit, but that's it. It's
It was somebody recognizing that we had both made a dumb decision.
two adults.
and
no one else gets hurt.
Exactly. That's
And
it.
and if
Except
anything,
for my PlayStation 4.
Fuck that shit.
if anything,
Baby oil.
Yeah.
if
I
any-
remember that.
If anything, hold on. We're gonna go. We'll go back. We'll go back to that. But if anything, two adults. You look great, Jerry. It's all right. It's hard.
Dude,
It's
I
hard.
Quit
to,
looking at yourself,
no, no,
bro.
it-
it-
and
it-
everybody thinks I'm conceited. No,
No,
this motherfucker's looking
it's
quiet
weird.
ones you have to look
First
out
of all,
for.
it's weird when I've been doing it a little bit, like podcasting. This is my 32nd one. Actually, more because of the solos, and then we've had some fucked up ones that never worked out. Or like when I first started with the shitty, like
I have to
shitty
say the
setup.
solo ones are my favorite.
Really?
Because you talk about rain. KB, like I said on my Facebook, you're one of my favorite people just to talk to. Because you talk about some outlandish shit, and all I can do is just sit back and be in it. You can sit on my mantle at the house, and I'll sit there and listen to you all day.
I appreciate that.
Oh, I got a boner.
Let me see it.
Nah, we on live right now, right?
See that big old head.
It's cold outside.
Hey, pull that big country, huh? I got a little backer.
I always say I'm black from the waist up.
I'm Asian
Why,
from the
why,
waist
why
down.
the
bitch.
solo cast? Because I have to, like, they're just fun.
You just ramble.
Yeah.
I'll
It's
sit back and I'll
45
be like-
minutes of me talking nonstop by myself.
And I listened to every bit of it today at work.
It's amazing.
Really?
Yeah, I did, man, because you were talking about the little kids and how much they play football and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
You know, and it's one of those things where you got to pace your child, man.
Yeah. The solo
You don't
cast.
want to put their body to too much.
No,
You don't.
Yeah. You know what though? It was crazy season with that thing. Like it was. We had like moments. Jason Decrepit's on the team. I was just sick because he don't give a fuck. You know, he's cool as shit.
He's a cool dude.
No, and there's times we headbutt, and what's cool about both of us is like we bang heads on certain things, but eventually, if
all
one of us,
respect, though.
That's man shit.
no, eventually we would both come to a common ground. I mean, the only people that really had a problem on that team was me and him. But what we did at the drillers, Jason, I know what Jason's doing. He's hardcore. Like Jason's
He's from New York City.
no,
bro.
but he's shit. I mean, he is, but he's banging football. He's old. He's like
He loves
yeah,
that
yeah,
sport.
yeah.
He loves it.
No, and he wants to make the boys not pussies, and he wants the boys to be strong, and he wants to win, and there ain't nothing wrong with that.
No.
And I appreciate that. But sometimes I think, and Jason might agree with me, might not, and we'll probably have a podcast again. And
You should have him on there too.
because he's one. Me and him,
especially he's from up north, you know. So
yeah,
you
me
get
and
different
dude,
aspects.
we've had
they think
different.
different. than we
He's
do.
my first podcast. Him and Fred. And after that podcast, we're out in the parking lot. No one's even seen this. I wish you like a video. We're screaming face to face just at each other because we got into it that podcast.
Really?
Oh, we were screaming. We screamed at each other. Blah 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 blah. I mean, it got real heated.
You remember that film session y'all got into it too?
Another one, yeah. It was the same, but we were just going, and he drove off, I drove off, and then within 30, 45 minutes, we both cooled down, apologized. We're friends.
That's bad shit.
So it's like being married, but just separate.
Yeah,
for a
but
little.
me and him are like, we're both real passionate dudes. We both really care. We just come off differently.
Yeah.
And Jay, he's just real tough, and there's nothing wrong with that. But sometimes maybe I was thinking he's too tough, and we're like pushing, and then I would see. Jay is the kind of dude. He don't have to like come to you and go. It's like kind of like my wife did. Somebody just said like, no offense, Jay. Like not like we're married, but Jay don't have to. I can talk to Jay without having to talk to Jay. Jay will come to the practice, and I seen Jay. I'm like, hey man, we'll come and have a little silent talk. Like I think this and this and this. This is what I think's going on, bro. Just fuck the bullshit aside, and this is what I think. And I'll notice Jay like. He gets really excited and passionate, and it starts rolling. It builds up on him, and so I tell him maybe we should slow down, point out more errors, and without. Here's how Jay agrees. I see Jay. I just sit back and observe. He starts firing off. Hey, yeah, and then I saw him go. All right, but did this good and this good, and let's fix this. And then he caught himself, and I would assume he'd agree, and he doesn't. And like he's a good coach, but. That was my biggest thing. Like sometimes it's so serious for those little boys, man. It's like I realize like Jay wants to win and I want to win too, but I also don't mind earning a loss. And I think we're building boys up and everything, and he wants to build strong men, and I'm fucking down with that.
Yeah.
I know we agree on that.
We
don't.
don't.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Especially these days. I have a teenage daughter, and some of these.
And by the way, dude, when I'm looking through your pictures, I saw her probably reach. I'm like, you're so fucked.
Dude,
I'm
she's
telling you,
gorgeous.
Knockout.
And honestly,
Niece is gorgeous.
She's a
man,
knockout.
it's
You're
one of those
screwed.
things where nobody makes me crazier than my daughter. Not even my wife. I go batshit crazy when I even think a bad thought of somebody taking advantage of my daughter or something because she's so naive. She doesn't know the world.
Is she boy crazy? She have a boyfriend ever?
No,
She's way different.
She had her
person.
first boyfriend last
More
year.
intellectual.
She's
Smart.
gotten better.
She's
I'm not gonna
smart.
put her business in the
She's
street
disciplined,
because
she's
it's
smart.
family business, but
Right.
it's one of those things where she's come so far and she's taught me more than I could have ever taught her.
Right.
You know what I mean? And she's prepared me for my next daughter, which is gonna be here
I'll
in
let
March.
you do it.
Hey, y'all heard him say it.
Yeah,
Hey.
my wife gave me permission.
I was about to bust out with it right off when it was at the little thing,
Yeah.
little screen. I was about to say, so you having a little girl, right? And I was like, you know what? I can't do that.
Yeah, man. No.
Is there a name?
We have two names.
Kylie?
We have hell no. Hell
Kylie Zachery? Come on, two first names.
Nah.
For a minute, I
Can't
thought
be
he-
as cool as me.
I thought he said Holly for a minute. I'm like, I'm fucking around. It's a joke.
You
It's
know
a
what? Hey,
fucking
you know what?
joke.
You know how I don't give a fuck? I don't care. But anyways, like it's one of those things. Oh, we have two names. Going back to the name thing, but we're not gonna name her till she's born. It's either gonna be Zoe Chanel Zachery, or Elena Marie.
Let him read.
Zoe Chanel's a super nice name.
Very
Elena Marie's
professional.
Super nice name.
They're both very professional.
Because I always think of nicknames you can give him, like Deegan, if it was going to be a girl, would be named after my grandma, Vivian.
Yeah.
Is your full name. But we call him Vivi.
That's my girl's name.
Vivi?
Yeah.
Vivian?
No, well, my girl's name's Viviana. We call
Viviana,
her
she
Vivi.
Mexican. Oh, she Mexican.
Oh, she Mexican.
That's
man.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's a cool name.
I
I've never met her, have I?
No, you have not.
She crazy too.
she ain't great.
She's
She
the
puts up with
woman
him?
version of him.
She puts up with him.
Hey,
Oh,
she be
man.
drink.
Hey, she goes drink for drink with him.
She's
You better
watching.
stop.
She
You better
watches
That's my
my
girl.
No,
right
she's
there.
watching.
I like her.
Stop.
I love Vivi.
No, she's
She's dope as shit.
drinking. She's probably drinking right now.
Probably.
After the bar.
Hey, they
Or
perfect.
after the.
They is perfect for each other as me and my wife. To just put it like that. It's hard to meet that person that you just click with.
Yeah, dude.
It's hard.
You know what's crazy? Sometimes, like, me and my wife are very opposite. Very, very
Oh,
opposite. She's-
definitely.
But I don't think but she's also very understanding. And she understands like a rock climb, all the dumb shit I like to do,
You
ride
do some
bikes.
stupid fucking shit. Duh.
What's so dumb that I do? I mean, I do some dumb
You
shit.
run
But
your shoulder
I mean-
into the wall.
I don't do that anymore, bro.
no,
I
no,
found
You don't
out-
have to. You don't play football no more.
No,
No,
I'm
I've
talking about
strengthened
like
I know what to do.
if I tell Kristen that I'm gonna go rock climbing, she's gonna be like, "Fuck you are."
It's super.
You're not
safe.
gonna leave me. With,
It's super safe.
How long y'all been married?
Oh, I told you.
No,
I
it's
told you
recorded.
before we started that he's notorious for spilling
on
shit
your phone, dog.
on his
Oh,
phone. It's okay. It's a droid. The
Oh,
air's
coming from
fucking.
an iPhone. Anyways,
But-
how long
but-
y'all been married?
Almost 10 years. I mean, 9 years.
Congrats.
Well, I'm not going to. Like, here's the thing.
Not going anywhere.
If we divorce,
expensive.
if we divorce, no,
Just like a nigga.
no. Here's the thing: is like
I know.
I don't. It's like this. And after this long, and okay, y'all knew me before.
Yeah.
When have you ever seen me with a female?
Dude, honestly,
Never.
now
I've
that you
I've
mention
never.
it, I have never seen you
Never
with
showed-
anybody else but your wife. That's
So all those single
never.
years, and you was with all my single. Y'all hit my good.
But you know, we go to rodeo after the dub back in the driller days, and you didn't have no hoes with you. I'm sorry, ladies. I
No.
mean, damn, I fucked up.
He
on
went
that
straight back.
air. Damn, they're gonna be mad at me.
And they hoes. I mean, no matter. Fuck
Okay,
them hoes.
he saved me right there. That's way
Fuck them
worse.
hoes.
Yeah.
But not he. Yeah.
But no, going back to what you said, you're right. You never brought.
Vargas said, "Congrats."
Oh, appreciate it.
Sorry,
Christian.
Yeah.
That's my dog right there.
Ravens.
beast mode,
Beast mode.
killer.
Don't even look like it though.
I love that.
He's a teddy bear.
I love that guy.
He's a teddy bear,
Good
bro.
guy, good human.
Good.
Good.
Good
His
human.
wife Ashley's dope too, and they have a
Ashley,
beautiful daughter.
yeah,
Ashley's
right.
dope.
Congratulations
as shit.
about that.
Hey, by the way, y'all bullshitting. Y'all need to come by the crib and kick it with us.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
You gonna take another?
What were you saying?
With?
You were saying earlier.
I'm about to.
About what?
You had me captivated a minute ago. Now I can't remember what it was.
Oh, and I'm the one that needs to drink Bang.
I'm fine.
I know you kind of slurred a
You
little
know what
bit.
you should do? That right there on air. Like you did
Do
the
it.
first.
I'll do it like you did the
check this
first
out.
time. Do that
This
shit.
is- it's all it is ammonia salt. So this what
all it
I
is.
use this for is
Don't listen to. That's
If-
not all it is.
That's
I mean,
all
it
it
is.
if
but
you
it-
want to. It's like really powerful. I guess
that's
It's called
amazing. It works badass. actually.
Skull Smash.
It's like ammonia software. Superman got knocked the fuck out.
small.
It's pretty low.
Skull Smash brain grenade. Anyway, he usually you do this. You kind of like slowly kind of work it towards your face and take small whiffs. And honestly, in his defense, the way I explained it was exactly how he did it.
I follow
As
directions.
long as you don't put it on your skin, you'll be okay.
I said, don't
You
get on your
put it-
skin on your eyes. And so he opened it, and I said, run it under your nose and take a whiff. He put that thing, under his nose. And
Ooh, that's stupid. Oh,
lit himself on fire. It turned you into the Hulk for a minute, though.
for a minute.
I follow the instructions very well.
Yeah, that, hey,
But
that,
that-
that's
but
the
I
key to
also learn
success.
from my
Learn to
mistakes.
take direction. That's the key.
He did do
I also learned from
mistakes.
yeah. So
So you have a D-dub? That's a much better way to do it. Yeah.
is it? It is.
Yeah. So you have a
Yeah, I got a
How long
DWI
ago?
4 years ago.
I have 3, so don't
Memorial.
feel bad. I have 3.
Yeah, well, I lost my CDL over it and all that shit.
Yeah, but you
But
know.
he's
I,
better
I
for
wasn't
it.
using.
You're better
Yeah,
for it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes bad shit
took
happens.
me
in
for a
order
damn
you to-
reason.
Some people have to learn the hard way.
Took me
That's what it
3.
is. We've all learned the hard way, one in some aspect of life or another, man. For real.
You guys remember the time when I was in the drillers and Acevedo got into it?
Ass beater?
And I
That's a baiter.
and I body slammed him on the turf during practice
That
because
was
he was.
pretty
Why?
fucked
He's
up,
so
KB,
little.
dude.
We were just competing. We're
Oh,
just
ain't no wrong
practicing
with
and
that.
like it was after
It's
whistle.
funny how men say that, but no, I really wanted to slam his ass because I didn't like him.
No, it was after the play. He got in my face
That's really
mask,
cool.
and then I held him
man.
up. Like we were just both doing the same thing. We were both getting after it, and then after the play, getting after some more.
Yeah.
And then he did, dude. He like, but shit. You remember he did me dirty, didn't he? He slipped me and made me fall or something, and I got up.
He
and
made you look like a fool, and you were all pissed
And I was-
off and booty hurt.
well, because I just signed papers to go to prison for 18 months. And then I just fucking got up and just slammed that dude. And then I was
remember
about
that.
to pull my helmet off and start smashing his head in. And then Joe T
God he
jumped
had a
on me.
helmet.
His helmet with no air in it, by the way.
Oh, it was a big
Yeah.
Joe T too that jumped on you.
Yeah.
couldn't go
Yeah, you ain't
nowhere.
getting away from that dude.
Yeah, I said to Joe T, yo, with your head jokes. Yeah, nigga, you was fatter once, nigga. Yeah.
He wasn't fat, dude. Joe T was a big
I'm
dude.
kidding,
But
Joe T.
you-
Don't roast
Tell
me,
me
bro.
whenever you saw Joe T with like a belly. He was built like this. His shoulders were always wider than his waist.
Joe T could have ran the ball.
Oh, yeah.
Boy, he was quick on.
Nah, he had the
Boy,
baby
had
ankles.
tweets.
Hey, Joe T had quick feet.
He had the baby
He had
ankles.
the second quickest feet on the team behind Peanut. And they best friends.
Oh,
so you
Peanut,
know they work
wow.
out together. Like, you know.
They don't work out.
show
That's
y'all
the
had
thing.
a-
They didn't work out at all. Remember, I had to.
Did any of us work out that first year? Honestly.
I did.
Well,
I never not.
You don't count, KB,
Why?
because you're just crazy.
I told you
that.
I would
That's what
trick y'all to showing
That's
up.
what you did, man.
This is my dad's fault.
Fair.
What it is?
I was
Fair
raised
said
in
I'll
it.
drink my ass off.
Who?
Crazy.
Ferris Strambler?
Yeah, Ferris
King Stram?
Strambler. Yeah, King Stram said I'll drink D-Zac off the rip.
Is King Stram on here right now? Is he on my stream?
I don't know. I'm on mine right now. I don't fucking know how
I'm just
this
seeing
works.
y'all's comments.
No, you're
Thank
on
you
there.
for the
That's it.
congrats,
That's
by
it.
the way.
I have 11.
Yeah, Stram just had a baby, right? Or is it
I don't know. I don't have him on Facebook. I didn't even know he had one.
that dude right there?
He ain't
bro?
popped up on my people you may know. All that pops up is a bunch of women. I'm like, y'all just trying to get me in trouble. Like,
Damn, they said
like I
don't
don't want
answer.
that shit. Put some friends on there that I may know, not some all these women. I'm like,
They're all Russian bots anyway.
well, probably
They're all Russian bots anyway.
not today, Satan.
Hey, where did your daughter go to school at?
Who?
Your
She
little-
goes to Lee.
She gonna be a winner. She gonna be a winner.
Not in baseball.
Who gives a fuck about
Actually,
baseball?
yeah,
We're in West Texas, dog.
Oh, baseball doing?
They're pretty good.
Are they?
They were good last year.
Anyway, hey, can we redo
It's,
that?
it's all good though.
Nah, it's
but
live.
You know what? No, you can't. Ain't no rewind on live.
like
the red-
but you know what?
red
It's
square.
all good. You know they wouldn't give me the transfer, but she likes it. You know she runs cross
What is
country.
she, so she's in Lee?
She's at Lee. She's a senior. So she graduates
She's
in
a
May.
senior?
She's a year ahead. She's only 17. She graduates ahead of everybody else.
What are you gonna do when
that's
she goes to
crazy.
college?
Dude.
She's got offers.
She has offers?
run.
She
to
does.
What does she run?
She runs cross country.
Oh, that is so rad.
She-
She's a
she-
fucking retarded. She's a crazy person.
She changed her whole life around.
So she's a
Who
crazy
runs-
person.
Who runs for fun?
She's a crazy person in like a good way,
Exactly.
in like the best kind of crazy
Yeah.
person.
No, she's crazy. My daughter's crazy, but
She's like,
you know,
so-
she found something that drives her and keeps her out of trouble. So I respect that. But it's one of those things where
But at the same time, it's because of you and Kirsten too.
It
Is
is.
she,
I
she
mean,
ever thought about ultra marathon running?
I mean, not right now. In the future,
that's like something she's interested.
I honestly wish she wasn't ahead academically. That way, she could have one more year of high school to get better for college. You know what I mean? Because she
Wait,
goes
so let's.
rewind. You can't rewind live,
But she went. So she's very good at school grades.
she takes AP classes. Yes, she's good.
That's very good.
She's smart.
And then she's obviously good at. So she has a full
Passion.
scholarship or a part scholarship.
No. She's just getting. They're recruiting her. A bunch of different people are recruiting her.
That's
you know,
dope
But
for
it's one of
running.
but she's only been running competitive for this year. This is like she ran in
So she
junior
get better.
high. She ran in junior high, and she had a little bit of trouble. Whatever, as teenagers tend
fine.
to do. So I put her in a charter
And she
school,
stayed
and that's
with
when she
it,
got
yeah.
ahead. And then when I transferred her out to Lee because she straightened up her she straightened her act up. She wanted to run, and it was a natural thing. And she likes to run because she says it releases her mind.
Hey, you
So-
think what size shoe does she wear?
I don't know. She's a waffle stomper, man. She's like a 6.5, 7
Like
for
our
a
sister
7-year-old.
Mahogany.
Would you want to bring her rock climbing one time?
I bet she'd be down for that.
It's a lot
she
like-
bungee
She
jumped for
would-
the first time
she
back
would
in
be
March.
down for
Oh yeah.
I haven't even bungee jumped, but she did it at the Houston Fair. I was so proud of her. I didn't think she had it in her.
Well,
I bet. Let's
like-
go. I'm down.
yeah.
I know my wife would like that too because
Yeah,
Kristen
we should go.
loves to
Go
camp.
camping.
I'm down.
Take him out there because I have shoe stuff.
I'll climb too as long as you don't let me fall. I'm not scared of heights.
He ain't gonna
fall.
fall.
Oh, as long as you
He's
promise me
not.
I
You
won't
wanna
fall.
That's me. No, I'm
He-
scared.
Where's your wife? Tell your wife to comment. Say you want to come.
No,
hey, wifey.
My girl will go with you. I'm scared of heights.
I'm
I don't
sorry.
do heights.
I'm sorry.
I don't do heights.
What's your girl's name?
His
Viviana.
girl, not his wife.
Viviana.
Yeah.
Viviana, you want to go climb? We'll go camping. You ain't gotta climb shit.
Oh, she will.
Wait, we
She
gotta
ain't
sign
scared
that
of
waiver though.
Ain't no way.
There's no dying.
I'm not doing it.
How you
I've
want-
never been on a roller coaster in my life. I don't do heights, bro.
He's scared of heights.
Yeah,
I'm not.
it's a mental thing. I'm telling you.
Yeah, till you wake up dead, nigga.
You're not gonna wake up dead.
I'm
I'm
gonna wake up dead, nigga.
gonna catch you if
ain't
you
gonna
fall.
catch-
Hey,
you just-
It's top rope. You won't even fall. That was a Don because he's a bad motherfucker. That dude right there doing what he did. Lead climbing is a different thing. It's hard to explain. I'm going to take a bunch of time talking about it. But so this is our cliff we're climbing, and lead climbing would be the anchors at the top. It's when you finish. There's 2 anchors. So the rope is secured through a guy that catches down low, and then it goes to the.
trust that guy though.
Yeah, I have a gree. It's like automatic. He can be asleep, and it'll work. Well, Adam, it found out on Adam because he fell on it. But so the top, so you're anchored here, so there's no fall point because you're always under the anchor. So if you fall, it's gonna be like a small, like 2 inches. Like you can pretend you're superior. You're just gonna the rope's dynamic, so it stretches. It's literally the stretch is all you're gonna feel. The only time you fall is when you lead climb and you have to clip yourself in. I take the rope to the top for you guys, so I'll start it lead climbing up.
Special.
No, they know for you guys, for him.
And then or a Don would, and then I'll clip in, and then I got to climb over that cliff. So now the fall point is underneath me. So however far I climb over that cliff, it's double fall under. That's why it's so scary. But I just fall. I don't die. I just fall. I just get shitty. Every fall starts like this. Oh fuck! And then it ends like this. Whoa! Like
White people.
Adon is a little like. Wait, you remember the little homies, the little dudes, the figurines that were like.
The homies.
Yeah.
Kristen used to. Kristen
Okay.
said she used to freaking
Yeah.
collect those
Yeah.
in high school.
My buddy, he's like family to me. He's a real little homie, right? Before I took him into nature to see rock climbing, he had been to the sidewalk in his front yard, and that's about it. He's never really.
Oh, okay.
So I take him out there, blows his fucking mind. And so, for
0
you-
to 100 real quick.
right?
Yeah.
So it's like, hey, let's go from Midland sidewalk to I'm gonna take you to a 90-foot cliff, and you're gonna climb it lead on lead, which literally. when people
Midland
get-
sidewalk is dangerous, though. You can. Midland sidewalk is dangerous.
Men in water's dangerous.
When you get into rock climbing, though, to get to a lead climber, usually it's like months to a year. I did it in like 3 days, like 3 different trips, so like 3 separate day trips, which is really fast. He did it the first time, and he's never top roped. He climbed lead last weekend. This weekend we went camping with his son. He climbed lead
How long you been doing that?
since last December.
Not very
Awesome.
long.
No,
Yeah, not very long at all.
No, so like the way it started was my dad said, because Brandy said something one time over at my dad's house. I don't even know what got him into this shit. My dad goes, I know what did. Cliffhanger. When you watch that shit when he was a little kid.
Badass movie. That's a dope
Hey,
ass
Sylvester
movie.
Stallone.
It is.
Hey,
That's a good one.
the action heroes back when we were younger ain't shit. Or rewind.
Yeah.
But how do you
Never
learn
mind. I
everything?
fucked up.
So like back
bad.
yeah, they are action heroes.
They're way
Are
better
way better than what they are
than
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The Rock's pretty
Got the
dope,
ant
though.
and shit.
The Rock
Right.
don't count. He's on a different level.
Right. But so like the way I got into it back then was like when I was a kid, I saw that shit. I was like, this is cool. But it's one of the things you're thinking, I live in Midland. I'm never gonna be it looks like a rich people sport, which is not. And then it's super because dude, real climbers are dirtbags are the cheapest, they live off of like butter and free
Really?
crackers. Oh,
I thought the
see
complete
Ben
opposite.
being
When
a-
I see, I'm like, I don't have the money to
No,
to buy that equipment and do it.
this
'Cause
is-
that'd be something cool. Like
No.
I want to try something new, something that I've always done stuff that I'm good at. I want to do something that I'm not good
the
at.
most expensive part is that Gregory, the thing that catches you without me, like if I was retarded and you fell and it just catches you by without anybody's help.
Oh, yeah.
It's $150. That's the most
That's it.
expensive part.
To
of
save
you.
your life, $150.
and,
I'll take
and
it.
it'll last for 30 years.
But can
like
you trust
will,
that to take
you will
it?
probably die before your Gregory goes out. It's a simple, very mechanical.
But that's something I want. Like I want that to cost like $1 million.
No, it's super, but dude.
I would rather pay 1,000 G's.
No, but it is
Nigga them.
It is tested. It's the same design essentially from like I guess I don't know when the Gregory was invented. We'll say the 90s, 80s to now. It just works. You know, it's like no one's going to change it that much because it just works. But like essentially getting into it's not that expensive. And then when I was a kid, I was like, kind of like, yeah, that's cool. I wish I could do that, but probably never going to happen. And then one time I was drinking beer at Lake Pace Bend in Austin at like 19 or 20, 19 probably, with some people on a boat. And then it's called Deepwater Solomon. So you can like have cliffs on the side of the lake. And you can take a boat up to it, throw your shoes on, throw your chalk on, and the boat will nose up to it or a tube. You can jump off the top and swim over. And you
it's
climb
like
up-
over water.
Yeah, but you climb
yeah.
without a rope
Dope.
because you just fall in the water.
Yeah.
And then
That's probably better.
yeah, well, it's scary as fuck.
But that's what.
Because well, the thing is like when you fall, essentially, if you're climbing hard, you're not gonna like be able to control yourself. So you might backbuster or something. You don't really control yourself. You're like, oh shit. But I saw that and I was like, what the fuck? I was working on a rig, so I got 7 on, 7 off. I took my
Derek
last.
or what?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'd done it all, but Derek's was as far as I wanted to go. And then I went back the next weekend by myself and just walked on top of those cliffs until I just met some fucking people. Climbers are the nicest people. They're the nicest people in the world, dude. Like, and I'm like, hey, what's up? And then, so I kind of got into it. Then I bought some shoes. I climbed with some people there. I'd make trips. Didn't get serious about it. Fast forward till December, a little bit before December, like about December, probably November. In November, I'm on a trip with my buddies riding BMX in Albuquerque, and the Sandia Mountains are over there. Every day I wake up and I'm like literally happy because these giant mountain ranges over there. I'm like, I want to just go look at this shit. It's so
Yeah.
fucking cool. It's like an adventure, like a real adventure. Like
we live in Midland, Texas. You don't see that shit.
yeah, and I just love rock climbing. I just know it's like just cool looking. Like it's like when you rock climb, you're somewhere. Like rock climbing community is so small in the world that I'm a place that like probably less than 1% of the people ever get to be. Like on the side of a rock wherever I'm at. And then so I'm like, oh shit, like, this is so dope. I'm riding my bike and I'm riding hard. We're like filming for a video for Merkin, and I'm riding hard. And I told my friend, like, I don't know, I was driving, and he's now a climber, and he climbs hard as fuck too. And I'm like riding with him, and I'm like, just like in the middle of the conversation, I just looked at him, dude, I'm gonna start rock climbing again. He was like, all right, whatever. And like 2 weeks later, I'm in Austin, bought all my gear, and I'm fucking rock climbing. Actually, I had no friends to rock climb with, so I just was like, all right, I'm gonna take my son. I bought this gree. I'm gonna anchor him down, so if he falls, if anything, the gree will stop me from falling. Yeah. And I had to learn how to figure 8 knots, how you tie into the harness.
Yeah.
So
I
essentially,
can't count that high, but yeah.
Essentially, I didn't know how to do that correctly until I'm in Austin. The next day, I'm going to climb. My son's sleeping. I forgot how late I stayed up, but I watched YouTube videos over and just practiced with my rope.
YouTube teach you anything.
Everything.
Dude, until I had it dialed, and I've never had him wrong since then. But I'm like, I tie in. We got to this cliff out there, and I'm like right next to this older guy. He's one of my good friends now named Jim. And I'm tying in. He sees me tying in Deegan, and Deegan has no fucking clue what he's doing. And like, it's just not going to work out.
I'm retarded proof.
I would got hurt. I would have fucking fell for sure. Where I was at, and it's like actually the higher.
Oh, when you say Dean, you mean you?
My Deegan, my son.
Oh, I think you said Dean. I was like, so
Dean
Dean
Merkin.
Merkin came back?
No, he's 8 years old. You know.
Yeah.
He's like 70
ADD.
pounds.
Okay,
I got it. My
I'm
bad.
235 pounds when I started climbing, 40 pounds, and so like this guy's looking at me and he was like, "Hey man, what's up?" He's gonna belay you. I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "Do you really trust him to stop you?" I was like,
That's what I'm saying.
I said, if I tell him pull down on that rope and that'll stop me from falling, it might take a minute, but he'll figure it out. And he was like, "How about this? You just hang out with me the rest of the day." And dude, from then on, it was on. But every rock climber is super nice. And that's what's funny is like they hear where I'm from and they're like, "You don't seem like you're from Midland," because a lot of them travel.
You're a little bit different, KB. You're a little bit.
a little bit.
No, that's why we came on the show though. Mm-hmm. I mean, you don't get people like KB very
You
often.
don't at all.
That could be a good or
Not
bad
different.
thing.
He's unique.
That's dude. It's so fucking funny.
He's still a little hoe from call me Iraqi and shit.
That's why you bringing up old shit. That was like 5
That
seconds ago.
was a
bro.
while back, man. I remember my
I had to my
yeah, John Culver. You damn right. Climb Life. My buddy John Culver. Shout out to that guy. You want to talk about getting something new? My buddy John is terrified of climbing. Look at this. We're on a podcast. We got 2 people. This is what's wrong with the Portal to Hate.
You have 2?
No. See, you guys
I
ever
was
see?
like, I got like 11 people.
Remember the Hate Portal? I get a lot more views after the fact.
That's what it is because people have lives, man.
Yeah, it's
they
hard
can't
to sit
tune
in
in
for
live.
2-3
It's hard
hours
to
like
have live television, anything now. Everything's on TiVo. So you record that shit, handle your daily life, and then I'll watch it later.
That's why I like this. But I guess seeing people that hate Portal, we had on a live podcast.
Who hate
He's texting.
porno?
I'm not
Hate
texting.
Portal.
Portal.
Portal
Oh,
to
I
hate.
thought you said you hate porno.
I thought that's what he said too.
I know, like, who the
Shout
fuck
out
Portal
to
Hey, August Ames, RIP. I know
no,
you killed
fool.
yourself.
Shout
Oh,
out
too far?
to Junior. Shout out to Enrique.
I was just saying the Portal of hate.
talking about
It has
porno.
you
Enrique
hooked
Montoya.
so much.
Like, he's a nasty motherfucker.
Yeah, he's dumb.
My man.
Oh,
But
Shrek
go
was
back.
in there.
Sorry, we cut you off. My bad.
Oh, no, I was just saying the hate Portal because I looked up and both y'all were texting.
I'll say Simone.
Yeah, Mom said, "I'm listening now."
Yeah.
Oh,
She
okay.
just now was able to get this
okay.
shit going. So
Okay,
You know
well,
how
Mom.
that's totally forgivable. Mom
Thank you.
texts.
Mom,
Yeah,
hey,
I appreciate it.
there's only 3 women in my life I answer to no matter what I'm doing: my mom, my wife, and my daughter.
That's what's up.
That's it.
That's what's up.
Well, fuck me.
And my
right?
sister, I guess, but she's already in bed, so she can't hear shit.
Fuck me, right?
You know,
You're
my
not
sister
a girl,
goes,
bro. He said females.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
It's 2019. I could be like transgender and shit now. You never know.
You mean 2 gingers and 31 types of
Get
gay?
quear.
I wasn't gonna use that word. You see the difference in the personality.
You know what
Daniel
I mean?
don't give a fuck, and that's why I love him.
You know what I'm saying?
Have you ever had that rawness on your show?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, I know.
One time I think I said I was talking
I'm not
about.
homophobe, by the way.
One time I talked about like if I had to get banged by a dude, it'd be The Rock. Because I want to fight, like I want to struggle.
I don't
I don't
think
want
I don't think. I mean, Daniel.
If you had to bang a
about you?
dude, if,
What? I'm not gonna. No.
He
I'm not. No.
if you had to pick, they have guns to your children's head. They're like, you have
No,
to pick.
I'm
We
not
have
doing
we have
this.
phone numbers to
Not
every
doing-
famous
no.
person in the world. Here, leave Matthew.
last
Matthew
two
Mc-
Fuck
men
it.
on
All right,
our-
fuck it. Brian Dawkins.
That's not a bad one, dude. At least he's an animal. Like
Dude, you
if
a
you said
freak.
like Matthew
You gonna hurt
McConaughey,
you.
That's your turn.
You gonna hurt you.
I want to get broke off. If we're gonna do it, let's just do it for
do
real.
Who was
do
yours?
it. I mean,
The Rock.
You said The Rock.
Yeah,
265
Now
pounds,
you
6'6" man.
I'd have to say Shawn Mendes because I'd be the top.
Who's Shawn Mendes?
Who is Shawn Mendes?
That's a bad dude, man.
What does he do?
No
Oh, he's
homo.
a singer.
No
He's
homo.
a singer.
Yeah, he's a singer.
Jerry's gay as shit.
Hey, Shawn Mendes is a shit.
Kristen,
That's
I love you.
That's a bad dude.
Hold on, let me.
No homo.
Hold on, let me do
My girl's
something
gonna be
here.
mad. I'm gonna get in trouble.
Don't point at me.
Hold on.
I'm taking a potty break again. Yeah, I said potty.
Let me.
I don't broke the seal.
Why you
I
hanging
gotta-
on
I
the?
gotta look this guy
Like
up.
it's
I'm
professional.
professional, bro.
Like,
So-
how do you
a
spell his
good-looking
name?
dude.
How do you spell Sean? It's like which
WN.
The
He's just a good looking dude. No homo. He's a good looking
Well, he's not-
dude. But if we,
But he's not talented. He's just good looking.
I'm comfortable with my sexuality enough to say that. If y'all want to judge me, fucking judge me. But y'all know the type of guy I am.
He's a monster, like an egg.
Dana, you a freak. Dana a freak.
This guy right here.
Enrique
This guy right
Enrique
here?
Montoya will give it to you.
This guy right here.
That's a good looking dude.
Let's see.
He's pretty.
I've been wanting to do this for a minute, so let's see how it goes.
We're being real about it. I mean,
So that's so you because you want to be the top.
yeah, because he looked kind
This
of
guy.
feminine. I'm not gonna be the bottom.
I mean, I get it. I want to be the bottom. I want them to beat me into submission. That's why I picked The Rock, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want that.
That's different types of mentality in men.
I guess, man. I
You're
mean,
really looking it up on the internet right now.
I'm just saying.
You know we're being judged right now. But hey,
That's fine.
I'm comfortable with my sexuality. It's all good. I'm married.
I said The Rock, dude.
I
He's
love my
first of all, he's
wife.
like a bazillionaire.
He
And
only started with 7 cents in his pocket. You
Yeah,
see that
whatever.
motivation video?
I'm sure 7 cents in his
Nah,
pocket.
I think everybody goes through shit. I think he's one of the real genuine ones.
I think it's $7. But do you think?
Or $7,
Do you
you're right,
really
7
think
cents.
there was a day he was like,
I'm broke.
man, I lost my fucking football dreams. I don't know what to do. And he was like,
$7 in my pocket.
or in his bank account, vice versa. God, what am I gonna do? And all of a sudden, the next day, he just dun, 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 dun. Fuck no.
You got to add the suspense. A good storyteller can add the suspense, though.
He's a wrestler.
You can relate to that, though.
Yeah, but he's a wrestler.
He is.
So $7, he probably had like.
But he's also one of the biggest action stars of all time right now.
Yeah, but I'm saying
He's right up there with Arnold Schwarzenegger, I would think. Like, he's done a lot. I mean, not to the amount of badassness as Arnold, because he don't have the accent. You need to get to the chopper.
And the problem is Arnold's just like. Arnold's Arnold. I mean, I'm a bodybuilding fan, so
Who do you
you're
think
more
is
of a
the-
wrestling fan. So.
I'm a big wrestling
I'm
fan.
I'm more of a
Man,
bodybuilding
I
fan.
even have a tag team name with me and my best friend Tyson. My boy right here, my boy Daniel is our manager. He set shit up. But me and my boy Tyson Ziegler, we the undead soldiers. We wake up from the grave just to put you in the dirt.
When did this get made up?
Don't hold me
Shit.
accountable. That's all his idea.
Me and Tyson been best friends for going on
Yeah, but when were y'all starting
14,
to make,
15 years.
when did you become a
Probably
official
about-
tag team wrestling?
Probably about 11
partner?
years ago.
And you're how old?
34. 34 now. I know, right? I know. A little immature.
When they were drinking hard. Dude, we should so be tag team partners. You could be the Zig, and I'll be the
damn.
Don.
Off
That's
the
what it
rope.
is. That's what
Off
it
the
is.
top
Off the
rope,
top.
bro.
Off the top rope,
Ain't nothing
bro.
wrong with it.
Tyson, they hating on us, man.
It was probably made up during a flip cup or a beer pong session.
I haven't done that in years.
You know we've dressed up as undead soldiers every day for
Show 'em the
WrestleMania.
What's the outfit look
Show him
like?
the picture.
The outfit?
You have a can I find the
He
picture
has-
on the
No, I
internet?
got it right here. I'll
Kristen's
put it
even
up.
dressed up as.
Oh yeah, even
Is Laura-
even our wives play into it.
Oh, that's hilarious.
that's why
There's
we're
nothing
all-
wrong with it. I think it's hilarious.
I mean, I'll put it up on the screen. I don't give a fuck, Keisha.
Can I look it up on the internet? I can just
It's
pop
on
it
my
up.
Facebook. But here, right here, this is recently. This was this past year. Where's the camera at?
Right there.
Oh, they can't see that.
You
shit.
gotta like stand
I'm gonna
up.
Stand up.
I can just bring it up. I mean, that's fine.
Bam. You can see it though. They can't see it. Okay, I've been drinking a little too much.
And he's supposed to be the smarter one. People keep that in mind.
But this was the original right here. Check that shit out. That's the original.
Okay, so y'all got
Oh,
drunk
look,
and
you got
y'all
Lucas
happened to have two
Perkins.
wife beaters that were all black.
You know what the sad part is? We weren't
And these-
drunk. I
hey,
drove
Shout
in.
out to you, Lucas Perkins.
I drove in. I drove in. I drove in from Dallas. Haters gonna hate. Y'all better not fucking hate. I'll fucking tombstone y'all's ass right now.
so y'all were at Stripes and you bought those masks.
We weren't at Stripe.
And y'all had some
He
drillers.
had him in his
gloves.
closet. I drove him from Dallas because we have an annual WrestleMania party. And we dress up
Still?
as... Oh, still. Every year. WrestleMania every year.
What phone is this? That's a good size phone.
That's the 10X.
I have tiny hands, so
Is
it's,
that 10X?
Hey,
It's
is
a
he
10. Whatever.
Hey, is he still watching?
I have no idea.
He probably
What?
is.
This is one time. He'll watch it tomorrow.
I remember that, Lucas. I won the belt for like one round of beer pong. Lucas said he has a picture of me with the beer pong belt. Oh, we were tag team. I forgot. No, me and Lucas were partners, and Lucas killed everybody. This is what,
That's because he's a real Slim Shady.
that's hilarious.
That's my man, Luke. You really just do that with your teeth and look into the camera?
What's the point about
I don't
that?
have nails. I can't pop it open. I bought my
Oh,
nails. I
yeah.
didn't do
He's
that.
not a bad
I hope you chip your tooth be doing that dumb shit one day.
I already have a gap, so what the fuck? And I look.
He's a bad. I mean, he can do it though. You are very good at what you do. Hey, what happened to this phone case?
Go to the bathroom.
I've had it for years. It's like a flip case.
That's
but I
actually pretty dope. You have.
And it used to be when it was new, you used to be able to like just to swipe, but now it's old and shit.
I got you. I got you. You should get a new one. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The phone's not in
I
bad
mean,
shape.
it works fine.
It
though.
does. I mean,
It works fine.
It covers it up. I guess you're right.
I had an order box for it, but my phone's so old, this S7 Samsung, to where they don't make order. That's how old my phone is.
Man, it works. The screen
Yeah.
looks good. I mean,
I'd rather spend money on my kids than myself. So
there ain't no wrong with that.
I know.
I can tell because you wear that oilfield hat.
And you see my work.
Hey, what is with the deal? Like, like, if you think about it, where else in the world do you think you see people just wearing their companies? Like, you think you go to like Utah and there's guys wearing like their steel company they work at, or like, the Chick-fil-A or whatever. Like, you don't see nobody but oilfield. They're proud of that shit.
They are, and it's crazy because because you knew me when I was young, and I always wore like,
The buckets with the flat bills.
Yeah, flat bills. That's all I ever wore. And it got to a point, like especially like it's got to a point to where like I don't buy hats anymore. I'm not about to pay $35 just for a hat. I'll be wearing work hats and work shirts. Like I go to Walmart, bro, on like Sundays or Saturdays on weekends, in like medium-sized white socks with my white Nikes, wearing cargo shorts. He makes fun of me for it. Dude,
I thought I was the old one.
I'm to a point in my life to where I have what I need, like my girl, my kids, to where I don't give a fuck anymore. Like Jerry clowns me, like, who wears cargo? Cargo shorts?
I'm to the point where I don't give a fuck either, but I don't think I would ever wear cargo shorts.
But I've never.
He changes.
I've never seen him slack. Jerry's never slacked. He's always.
No,
looked,
you think
you
that.
used to look.
You don't
slack.
see my work at that.
You think that?
You
I
look
love
fresh,
dressing
I mean.
up. I love
At his-
dressing up. I'll send
Hey,
you a
KB,
picture tomorrow at the
KB,
banquet.
That don't matter. That
I love
that don't
dressing
mean
up.
shit. That don't mean shit. Yeah, he dressed up because he gets paid to do that. But on the home front, at his own house, he's had parties. We'll go over there, bro. This motherfucker will, in his own home, he changes outfits 3 to 4 times a night.
Something might not feel comfortable. It depends on the temperature in the house.
Damn.
He'll go in his room.
Like pants and all.
My wife hates it.
It'll
She
be-
does a lot of laundry.
He'll go in his room. Where's Jerry at?
Yeah,
He'll come
a
out.
lot of laundry.
I'm like, did you just change again, Jerry Don?
Haters gonna hate. I look good in everything I wear. What can I say?
He does look good.
But I go in public not giving no fuck.
This is true.
There was a time though.
There was a time hell yeah, I
You
was
look fresh.
yeah,
all the time.
When I was young, yeah.
Bitch, you're 30. You're 29. I'm 34. I'm
You trade
young.
him in a second, huh?
Huh?
You trade him. You trade ages with him in a second.
No.
You enjoy being a little older.
I like getting
I
older.
agree with that.
I like
I
evolving.
think we've earned it.
I just don't give a fuck
tough.
anymore.
I wouldn't want to go back, dude. Like if the 25-year-old me walked in this door, I'd be like, you gotta go.
25, yeah.
You gotta get
I
out
can't.
of here.
I can't handle you right now.
Mine was a 22 to 24.
I mean,
I like it.
mine was right after the divorce. So, I mean, when me and Daniel, my boy Tyson, moved in together, that's when I just wilded out, honestly. And I was like, I think I was 20.
That's when I met y'all.
24,
That's when I
25, because it was the first year with the Drillers, really. You know, I was with so-and-so at that time. But after that, it became a party every weekend because I lived with my bro, my best friend. That was a life at that time.
Yeah, I look back.
But I can't hang you like you said. You come in here now, dude. You got to go.
Yeah, I look back.
You're gonna get me in trouble.
The 20s. It's like living here in your 20s. You get hammered like for 10 years almost.
Straight.
If you lived somewhere different, you lived in Austin or Colorado or somewhere there's some more nature, you'd find yourself doing more cool and like probably meaningful things. Because if I had to go back, which I don't want to go back, if I had to go back to my 20s, I would be living in a van and I would be rock climbing every chance I got, and I would Just that's what I would do. I wouldn't be drinking.
And you look way healthier than you ever did.
Yeah, I feel.
I mean, that's just.
I
my
feel better
point.
than I ever have because back in the 20s, I mean, we're constantly drinking.
Constantly.
Not just on the weekends.
Why?
when
Because we can.
And
Because
we were just we had nothing to do.
It was your prime.
And we drank every weekend, and probably during the weekday we drank.
Hell yeah,
so
we drank during
we're
the weekday.
constantly inflamed from alcohol. We're just always poisoning ourselves.
Now I'll be hungover for like fucking 3 days.
Oh my God, it's
horrible. It doesn't take much. I'm gonna be. That's why I told my charge nurse, Amanda Collier, shout out number 2. That's my girl. I'm gonna be
Hey, you
hungover
need to
at work
drink the
tomorrow,
Bang.
so have the coffee ready. You know what I mean? Because it's tough.
It's not, dude. I found out the older I get,
it's not worth it. Like I made an exception for you because you had us on the show, so I'm like, oh, we're gonna have a good fucking time.
Miller.
Oh, yeah, I already
What
knew
up,
it was.
Jeff Miller? Shout out, bro.
I knew what it was.
He said, bro, why did I know about this? He just tuned in.
Oh, right
It's
on.
just bad.
But
That's why I'm your favorite, bro.
the older I get, the more I worry about what I put in my body on a regular. Not so much here and there, but like consistently what am I eating and drinking? Because when I found out, I'm like, dude, I feel pretty fucking good when I eat these things and drink these things more.
Energy and shit.
Everything. Joints, inflammation.
When you get older, the better you eat, the better you feel. And I didn't believe that
Not
shit
even
at
older,
first.
any age. But
Well, yeah, but you don't realize it when you're in your 20s.
but
Because 20, the more drunk you get, the more ass you get, and that's what it is. So that's all you're focused
Yeah.
on. Honestly, is what it is. You might not have come to the club and stuff with women, but shut up. You're very immature,
you-
Daniel Zachery, man.
I mean, you said a cum.
What are we, Beavis and Butthead? You said come.
You want to see something cool?
I was waiting for his fucking ass to say something.
I got you, bro.
Because I thought it. I was like, he'll say it. I'll keep my shit in. I'll look like an adult. I'll let this dumbass.
Bro,
He said, come.
that's why I love him. He's so immature.
Hey, want to come to my house?
Hey.
He said, come.
No, let's do this. Hey, Daniel, let's do
Superbad.
this. I want you to agree to this. Next time my sister and her husband, my brother-in-law, come to town, you got to
you'll
have
love
us on.
Okay,
Dude,
for
If you,
sure.
if you
You
can
would
get
love
if you can
all-
get another one, we
Our
can switch
sister's
off.
worse.
Yeah.
Both of them are worse.
But
than
if
us.
you can get my brother-in-law with us, he might as well be our brother.
Bro,
Yeah.
he's ridiculous.
He is ridiculous.
He's smart as shit.
He's so
but
smart.
He's,
He's
What's
like
his
some
name?
Andre Sherman. He's some type of
he's
computer
a
nerd.
analyst and shit.
And he was a
Those are
cheerleader
the-
in high school.
They're going to take over the world.
And
people.
dude, he's funny as shit. Like he's funny. You need to get him on here. Like next time they're in town, I'm gonna holler at you. You have to make an improv one.
Oh, we can do it. Yeah,
Yeah,
I,
for
I
sure.
think, well, after this, the football season's pretty much coming to a wrap for Deegan, which is like 5 days a week, 2 hours a day.
That's crazy. That's crazy how much they have these kids working. You're gonna burn them out.
That's what I'm
Sometimes
saying.
you can burn them out.
You know what, though?
But you know that Christian McCaffrey, that
Beast.
the running back for the
Panthers,
Panthers,
beast.
he said he never played the same sport the whole year. He played football, basketball, baseball, even ran. Like he said, and that prepared him to be in the NFL because he learned so many different.
yeah,
He had so
aspects.
many different aspects of just being an athlete. You know,
I'll be surprised if my son sticks with it for like up into his teenage years, like in high school, because
you said he was smart.
he's real smart and he likes all the glory.
That's what's up.
Like he wants to shine. He says he's like,
that's hard to find nowadays.
he's
Though
like,
you gotta
I wa-
want to be that number one
he's
spot.
like, I just want all the shine. I was like, there's nothing wrong with that, but you're not gonna get all the shine in the football team.
You're
I
not.
mean,
Golfer.
on any
tennis,
team, really, on any
or-
team. There we go. Because it's just you.
low impact. There's no impact on your body.
Unless you
if
fall.
you tile, you're not. what impact? But
I'm just
but,
being honest.
but
Like
there's
a
not.
nigga.
It's still a low impact though. It's a dynamic. It slows you to a fall. There's not much slamming. Very rarely. It's
Unless
not
you're a
like,
free climber. Those fuckers are crazy.
no. I mean,
Would you ever do that if you got to that level?
Nah.
Nah, good.
I got kids, man.
That's what I'm saying.
The fun part about climbing is like it's real scary, right? And you like it's gripping scary, but then when you like man up and like beat your mind and keep going over the cliff or you keep climbing, but I always know if I fall,
You're
I got a
fine.
rope.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So it's
ever.
like rookie of the year. It's like hot ice. It's the best of both worlds.
What's hot ice?
You heat up the ice cubes. He's not a baseball dude. You have to watch Rookie,
I didn't know
Rookie
the
of the
Army
Year.
I was till like 5, 6 years
You're gonna have
ago.
to watch Rookie of the Year. There's his line. Excuse me. Sorry.
It's all good.
That he's talking to this kid. The basis of the movie is kid fall, breaks his arm. his arm heals kind of funky, and he can
throws
throw
real
like
fast.
He can throw like 150 miles
His
an hour.
tendons.
And the pitching coach for the Cubs is like
Brigma.
Brigma. Is his name is played by Daniel Stern. You know, old boy from Home Alone. He's all I found the secret: hot ice. And he's like, huh? You heat up the ice cubes. It's the best of both worlds.
Icy hot. Oh, is that what he's talking about?
No, he's not talking. No, he's literally
Word.
talking about putting ice cubes in the microwave and heating them up and melting them.
To where it's like
You got to watch
water.
the movie.
You have to
You
watch.
have to watch the
It's
movie.
called Rookie of the Year.
Is
but-
it just a funny ass movie?
It's
The
just-
guy
a
off of
comedy.
American Pie. What's his name? When he grows up, Henry.
I have no idea.
You never
He's
seen Amer- have you-
Tara's boyfriend.
Oh, okay, okay.
You've seen
him.
American Pie,
Super
right?
soft-hearted dude. That's all. Like,
No, that's
No,
Jim.
that-
You've seen American
yeah.
Pie, right?
Oh, yeah,
the
the-
one with the girlfriend who keeps trying to get her
Tara
to have
Reid,
sex
the
all
blonde
the time.
chick.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
That's him.
That
with
kid
the bad
when he was
titties
younger.
now. She got bad titties now.
She was
looks like
hot
shit.
there, and then when
Bro,
she got older, she got uglier.
I remember Van Wilder.
Van
Wilder.
She was hot in Van Wilder.
Yes,
Come,
yeah.
dog, come.
Yeah, Van Wilder.
Van Wilder's a classic.
Because she was hot in that, and then I was a little kid, so I was like, "Yeah, this chick's hot." And then you get older, and it's like cocaine and bad titty jobs.
That's all it is.
Fuck.
When you get older, your standards go up. I mean,
I think we
within
get
reason.
younger.
Within reason.
I
I,
think
mean,
if
because
you're-
when I
I
was
think if you're a
young,
single-
I'm a ball player,
okay.
so we had our slump busters from now and then.
if
back
you're
in college.
if you're a single dude and you're 34ish, getting into your 40s, blah blah blah.
But we're not single dudes.
I'm just saying, if I was a single dude, yeah, dude, I wouldn't. I'm just gonna be honest. It would go down. I would like
Absolutely.
With what though?
girls like my
Like
my,
you wouldn't care?
No, I would start finding. I would be like, oh, this chick's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm kind of hog hunting right now, but
You know?
that's, dude, I had a friend call it that.
Oscar Montoya say?
No, back in the
Don't bring
day,
up
back in
what
the day,
Oscar
I
said.
had no back in the day. I
His
had
brains in his biceps.
back in the day,
My dog is my dog.
back in my brain. So he said, "Fuck that big bastard." No, but back in the day when I used to run next to this guy, we'd go to the bars and he'd walk in. He'd be like, just randomly, he's a little guy. He like really big chicks, and he'd be like, "Hey boys, fucking y'all down to hog hunt tonight?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" He was like we're just going here and. I'm telling you.
Aim small, miss small.
He said, no, he said, we go in here, and whoever gets the biggest, ugliest chick to go home and fuck them wins. And he was,
But would you win?
I never did it.
Okay.
I don't think. I mean, I don't have nothing against
You
it.
sound like you should have been on Django.
No, but like, he was like, I mean, he was dead serious. And dude, he would get like this, he would like be hitting on one of them. He was a little guy, like 5'7", 5'6", this little guy. Like,
5'7".
he was like 155,
It's like
160.
where
maybe.
done type.
He was a little guy, and dude, I would see him. He'd be like at the bar with a big old chick, arm around her, and he'd look back at you, and he'd be like,
Wink, wink.
Big country style, big country style.
Hog tie.
"Oh, dude, he was something else." But that's what we call hog hunting. I don't think there's a problem with that. I'm sure girls go hog. No, girls don't have to hog hunt. We've already talked about this in the podcast. A girl could be fucking, and she walk into her and be like, "Who wants the pussy?" And there'd be like at least 11 guys like,
Oh yeah, guys are guys.
Dude, let me tell you a secret about baseball players. When you're in a slump and it's mid-season and you're like 0 for your last 25 at bats,
"Yeah,
we call them slump busters. Your teammates will go
slump
out.
busters."
I never heard of that. I
You
plead
never
the
heard,
fifth.
well, you didn't play
yeah,
college ball except for half a semester, so it don't count.
Thanks, asshole.
I mean, I don't mean to sound like a dick, but
that was a
I'm the
total-
ball player, of course. No, I'm just kidding.
I had a better bat than average.
I wish I was him in high school. But anyways, we call them slump busters. Your teammates, and it's an unwritten rule amongst college baseball players. Your teammates, you'd go to a party or a club, depending on how old you were, if you can even get into a club at that time. If you're in a slump, your teammate's going to find you the biggest bitch in the club. And if you don't take her home and fuck her, you're not going to bust out your slump. And I guarantee you, every fucking time, if you did it and you were in a slump buster, you'd get a hit that next game.
It's all in your mind.
It just
There ain't
no,
no
it just
way.
it
Ain't no
is on.
way.
It takes one hit.
Baseball's superstitious.
It's very superstitious. That's why baseball. Like I'm
Wait.
gonna find you a slump buster.
So if you're batting bad,
If you're hitting horribly,
they go find you a big
horribly,
chick.
not just bad.
Or it
because-
could be on defense.
Hold on,
You have
hold
errors.
on. No,
More,
no, because
more,
baseball's a game of
slump.
failure. So you're gonna fail. If you go 3 for 10, that's 300. That's less than 5. That's bad. But you know what? You're in the Hall of Fame in baseball. That's Hall of Fame numbers.
Failure. Yeah, baseball's a game of
It's
failure.
just a game of failure. If you can't do a failure, you can't play baseball, right? So if you're doing worse than that, so say you're 0 for your last 25 at bats, that's pretty. You're in a slump. That's over the span of like you get 4 bats a game, average 4
Depending
bats
on
a
the
game.
batting lineup where you.
Yeah,
but
depending on where you hit. So that's do the math. Carry the 1, 6 games, 7 games. You're in a slump. Oh, if you go out to a party in college, if you go to a house party or you go to the club, your teammates, your boys are gonna find you the fattest bitch that they can find. And if you don't fuck her, you're not gonna bust out your slump.
But what's the science behind it?
There's no science.
There's
It's all
superstition,
superstition.
bro.
You
It's
fuck the
very
fat.
superstitious.
Got to be a big girl.
You fuck the big girl.
If
You
it was
get
a
a
hot
hit the
chick,
next
it won't
game.
work?
No, no, because that's a given. That's a win in itself. But if you get a big girl, no offense,
Can she be
you
pretty?
go out. She can be pretty.
Oh, yeah,
Big girls
yeah.
are pretty.
Big girls are pretty.
No, big girls are pretty. But you go out, you get a big girl. Cause they're not looking at the face. They're looking at the size. Your teammates, because they're fucking assholes. And all my teammates in Nebraska and Snyder, fuck y'all. Even though that was never me, because I was that good.
Hey,
Not really. But
He was that. He was.
but it's one of those things where
I
if
know
you, if
he-
you didn't
he was that
if you
good.
didn't do the deed, they wouldn't let you live it down. Oh, it's open all game all year. But if you did it, you get a hit the next game. And sure enough, every time that person, whoever it was, gets a hit next game.
That's crazy. I've
Hence
never heard of
the
that.
slump buster. That's baseball. That's why
never
I
heard
love
of that.
baseball.
Hog
That's
hunting,
baseball.
hog hunting, slut busting. It's all the same thing.
Hog it is.
You know,
It is what it is.
I always back in the day, I'd be like, "Hey, I'm here for the girls with low self-esteem. All right,
You sound like Big Country.
you can have the blonde, you can have whatever.
you know what
I want the one with low self-esteem." Actually, like I said, back in the day, I didn't. My tactic was this. You know, my tactic. Remember how I speak? I never had a girl with me
Yeah, you never had a girl. with
because I was single. Why take sand to the beach?
you. Why be
Rather-
tied down?
Right. I mean,
take sand
I'm here to
to the
be,
beach.
and you know how I am. Like I would be. I move around a lot back then. So
You were nimble.
yeah, like when did you see me go to a bar and just stay at one spot?
You never did. I remember back in the day, woofers and tweeters, we'd be getting dance on. I still have that video.
Dude, I used to be able. I probably still can actually, but anyway, my whole tactic was this: all the hot girls, all the girls, not just the hot ones, all the girls are getting hit on. 100%. They're getting drinks bought for them. They're getting dudes throwing stuff at them every chance they get. Now, if I go in there and not even think about girls and think about my buddies and drinking and acting an ass and having a blast, I used to two-step by myself for full songs
I've been there. I've seen
all the
you.
time.
I've seen
Yeah,
you do
seen
it.
like full songs. I'd have girls come and offer to dance with me. I'm like, no, bitch. You see I'm dancing. I don't need
By
you.
myself.
So I just,
Excuse me.
I did. I would do, yeah, stop. I do not need any help. You can see I know 1, 2, 1, 2, bitch.
I'm
All right,
having
I
a
got
good
it.
time by myself.
Right. I'm just here to dance. I'm just fucking around. And like, I found it more successful to be the guy that just had fun, which was less stress because I ain't worried about getting pussy. Now, don't get me wrong.
It wasn't
There
about
was-
that.
Don't get me
You
wrong.
were having a good time.
Most of the time that's what my objective was, and I knew
What, to have a good time or to get pussy?
have a good time. And I knew the side effect of having a good time was
Get
that
pussy.
because most guys are hitting on all the girls, but if there's just one dude, especially as much fun I'd have,
Exactly.
you saw me
That's
doing
the
my
game.
thing. They'd be like, "Why isn't he talking to me?" And how many times I would get, remember,
I
like,
don't want to.
And you know,
It looks like it says white race on the back of
that's
my
the only
arms.
reason I was
Like,
upset
look.
that I'm having a baby girl because I wanted to teach a girl. I wanted to raise a young man and say, don't worry about them. They're going to come to you. You have a good time. You know what I
have
mean?
fun, enjoy the moment.
Have fun.
Because it's stressful.
I don't take
fun.
pictures on my phone because I live inside the moment. I don't worry about taking pictures. You
Pickle
know,
juice. But it's
Well,
like
you need to hydrate. You don't want to cramp tomorrow.
Yeah.
In your workout, across the
Can I get a
street,
little bit?
you go ahead.
all that bike work you be doing.
Yeah.
You don't want to cramp up. That's what's up.
So
I'm making fun of you because
Because-
I don't work out at all.
you look good though. Thank you. Look good. You must
It's
maintain your
genetics.
food.
I'm waiting on you to. I could be your greatest achievement.
You know where to go.
Let's
Crunch
go.
Fitness should be open in 10 days.
You gonna be
Actually-
a personal trainer? How much it gonna cost me?
I'll show you there.
All right. That's
Hey,
what's up.
pretty much here's how it works. The price doesn't really change per session. And here, per session, when you get there, I'll show you. But here's how you can look at it.
Which means like $300 a day.
No. Here's the thing.
I mean, I'm about to have another daughter, so I need to be
Here-
when my new baby girl becomes the age of my current baby
Hey.
girl. I need to be that scary old man.
No,
like
hey.
I have the great,
Here's
I have the muscles
I'm
and the tattoos.
crazy uncle, bro.
Bitch,
I'm the crazy dad. You ain't crazy like me.
If I was a kid, like, I'm gonna jump around for 30 seconds. He'll get tired. I'm gonna kick your knee out, and he's
There we
done.
go.
Crazy
There we
uncle's
go.
over with.
There we go.
Here's the thing. If you get a trainer, a good trainer, a guy you trust, like a guy you can literally like, you'll tell things you might not tell your wife. No offense to wives, like some manly
It's a
shit,
man shit.
that might
As
not
Daniel
feel.
says, that's man
You
shit.
might not feel to tell, but if you find someone that you're comfortable with and the trainer's good, like if I was gonna train you, and before this, I would have trained you for fucking free anytime I wanted to, but legally, like
You gotta live
I
it.
literally crunch is cool, but I literally can't fucking do that.
It's
I will
also a national chain.
Yeah, but I'll
Like, you
get
have
well
to.
let's say I did,
You need
like
a haircut, Daniel.
on your face.
First of all, y'all got one more time to go.
You gonna
besides
call me a little
February.
bitch 13 or
you said
14 more
stress
times and
patch.
I'm out, dude.
It's
You
not
should see
stress patch.
you should see
I
my
have
wedding
hair.
pictures.
It's just the grades I have.
It's chrome. It's
I will
chrome.
roll.
Hey,
I will roll both
Daniel. It's chrome. Put chrome on their truck to look cool. I got chrome. I'll keep it shorter than you.
All right, cuh.
Really?
But here's the thing.
I will
Like,
roast
here's the
both
thing
of
about trainers. The way people look at trainers is this: I want to pay this dude to like. If you have a shitty trainer, yeah, I can see why it's a waste. But let's say it's, whatever. Trainers are expensive for sure.
They are.
They're not cheap, but you motherfuckers can go out and drink beer 3 times a week and spend $60 3 times a week. Right? Am I wrong? Be real.
yeah,
Being real.
definitely.
I have no idea.
That's what.
Like, let's just say you go.
I mean, the only reason I have
Oh
members-
yeah, okay. Prices.
I mean,
yeah,
the only
yeah,
reason
Like
I have
2-3
a membership
times
to the gym is because my job pays for it, and I get discounts. Like,
Right.
You get-
$20. Yeah,
So-
my job. It's like
so
it's like
you-
$20 for my family
So you
at
should
the Y.
you should see what they pay for Crunch.
No, at Y.
Okay.
At the Y.
Well, let's just say anyway, and Crunch is actually membership prices are super cheap,
Yeah, I know. I heard.
and the place is dope.
So who started Crunch?
I
it's
know.
a national
It's just
chain.
it's like a
And that's
like a
what you
chain.
go. That's
Yeah,
what.
it's big.
Yeah. So essentially what I've done is from 18 till 33 and a half ish, I've worked in the oil field and all that stuff, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. But for me, I felt like my soul was getting sucked out of my chest every day. And I like fitness. I like to help people. Like, legitimately, I'm that cheesy fucking weirdo that can't help it. You know what I'm saying?
Well put.
Right? So, like, I'm that cheesy dude. But so I'm like, I want to own a gym one day. That's the goal,
That'd be dope.
right? I know quite a bit about fitness and health and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And I always try to educate. I'm trying to get more certifications every chance I get. But I don't know the other end of it,
The business
What
part.
end of it? Oh, the business.
This is how a gym runs,
You should just hire me.
Well, so-
me and you can go in business together and do our shit.
But the thing is, say I want to get an investor. Look, my wife's a successful lady.
Yeah.
And these people, I've watched her, and she talks to me, and like, they watch these things, and the guys that's invested in her and done things with her know that she knows the business, but then she knows the business end of it. I could for sure get an investor if I need to, off my knowledge of physical fitness, but you need this other part too. So you got to start from ground zero. And actually, I enjoy it, so it's great. But going back to having a physical personal trainer, you're investing in you. And if you go in there and you spend the money, you put your skin in the game, you're gonna probably put it out. Like if you're paying X amount of dollars, like expensive money per session, which really they're not. If you're doing $60 3 times a week at the bar, cut it out twice.
Compared to that, yeah.
Cut it out twice and go to the fucking gym and get and so here's the thing. Here's the thing about a personal
Longer,
trainer.
isn't it?
You're gonna get a membership. You have one, right? You have say you have a membership. Regular person has a membership. How many people actually go? But if there's a dude there that you've paid extra money, and this dude is
You're definitely gonna go.
he's a good like if I'm gonna train you, anybody walks in to train me, like gonna work with me, get ready for me to be up your ass, like in the best way possible. So we have
like The Rock.
so, yeah,
Like
say,
The Rock would be up your ass.
Yeah, exactly.
There we go.
Exactly.
There we go. There we go.
Exactly. So so let's say you're training. I'm training you. And I'm like, so when you eat, usually what do you eat? Like, let's find your impingements and blah 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 blah. But amongst the workout, when you're not working out with me, I'm gonna have things for you that you should do. But during your day, you're at work. They bring burritos every morning at 9:30, and they bring some salesmen. They
Oil field shit.
right.
Office oil field
So
shit.
I know that 9, you have this chance every day at 9. I walk by the fucking lobby thing, the little guest thing, and I see this food, and I stop and get a burrito, and I get a coffee cake, or yada yada yada.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit you up about 8:30. What's for breakfast? I'm either gonna text you, I'm gonna call you, not to fucking interrupt your day.
Yeah.
To let you know.
Check on you.
Just,
Checks
I'm
and
checking.
balances.
I'm checking.
Checks and
you.
balances.
I'm holding you accountable.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's what's up. No,
What are
not
you
many
doing?
people hold other people accountable
that's all
these
people
days.
want, man.
You
People-
got to have accountability these days, man.
When it comes to fitness, for
I mean,
sure.
with anything, I think people are afraid of accountability. Like people nowadays, are afraid to admit when they fucked up, and that makes them not accountable. Like when I'm the boss in my job, like I'm the office manager, like I run shit there, but at the same time, I don't do shit without my team. But when I fuck up, I let them know, hey,
Right.
that was my mistake. I'll take that on me. That's my fault.
right.
And nowadays people don't have that, especially the younger crowd. They really don't. So when you relate that to fitness, you got to be accountable for yourself. You got to be able to look in the mirror. You can't lie to yourself.
No,
You got to look in the mirror and say, did I do everything that I possibly could have been today to be the best
but
me?
when you're, especially when you're new to it, and how much easier is it if there's a guy there going, "Hey,
Be up your ass.
I'll be there at 5:30 in the morning. You ready?"
You better fucking be there.
And then
Because you're wasting somebody else's time if they're there at 5 in the morning.
you got
you're
money in
fucking
the game.
hungover. Yeah, you have money in the game, but then you go out drinking and you're wasting that person's time.
2 most valuable things to human beings. 2 most. Tell me if I'm wrong. I'm just my opinion.
Me and you.
Money is number 2. Number 1, time.
Time. Dude, give me some. That's
Okay.
what's up.
So that was a
Shit, that's
terrible,
what's- that-
terrible.
we fuck.
Oh, say
I better
so.
not get in a
so
fight tonight.
so
'Cause I'm gonna
time.
miss.
So time.
Time is
When you go to a
valuable.
gym,
I can die tonight on
when
my
you're going
way
to a
home.
gym, if
you
you
don't
s-
have enough time in this world.
If you sign up for a gym membership, you're planning on going.
Yeah.
But you might also be one of those things like I'm gonna sign up, I'm gonna go, but then what if I don't go? And it eventually just becomes something you pay for, you forget about.
Yeah.
But if you have
Like
your
the cable bill.
so you're also paying for a membership, and then you pay this extra for this guy, right? And you're gonna spend your time, hour a day, with this guy that you're paying extra money for. So you're paying number 1, time, the most valuable thing to yourself, and number 2, your money. But also, this guy's investing his time,
That's what's
and he's
important.
making money off of it. But he's investing his time. So he's investing his number 1 most important thing. So if he's a good trainer, he doesn't want to waste his time and you not to get to your goal or whatever the fuck cheesy thing you want to call it. But why not when you're going to pay the money to get the gym membership? Why not especially if you're starting out and you're nervous, you want to get a kickstart. See, the point of it having
People don't want to be embarrassed.
right. Well, the point of having a trainer, the point of having a trainer is to understand what you're doing, get nutrition understandable, like find a sustainable way of living that's healthy, and then you don't need him anymore. He teaches you. I'm teaching you how to fish. I'm not giving you fish.
Yeah.
So, and then you go on. And then if you want to stay with him, that's up to you.
Eventually, you won't need them. It's like being a parent. Eventually, you want to build somebody up to where they don't need you anymore.
Right. And okay? Let's say you weigh. I don't know how you've never been really overweight.
I'm about 210 right now.
But have you ever been like ashamed of your weight? Like you
Yes,
feel like shirtless
yes.
off?
About a month ago, I was up to about 225.
Okay, so let's say I could go, all right, when you were at your worst weight and you felt worse about yourself, it's summertime, you can take your shirt off, but you can't because you're embarrassed. So I go, hey, dude, I got $1,500. You take this pill. You'll drop the extra weight. Say you want to, I want to lose 30 pounds. Take this pill. 30 pounds is gone immediately. $1,500. Tell me, would you pay for it?
No,
No?
no, not me.
No.
No, I'm cheap.
Ah! Well, most people especially extreme, they'd pay
But extremists will.
$1,500 to
And
get rid
people
of.
pay more than that to get.
But I put it a different
surgery
way.
done.
$1,500 for some self confidence, nothing like that.
Let me get out of my mind.
Let's go to somebody that's super sensitive, and it really
They
fucks
will
with
pay
them.
for it. Yes,
It's
because they're looking for that.
it's self confidence to
Easy
me
fix.
is
It's an
worth
easy
it.
fix.
Well, it's so to lose X amount of weight, to pay the money and put in the work, build self confidence. There's not a price tag on that shit because
No.
you can't live a good life without self confidence. If you're not confident, you always feel unconfident.
Exactly.
You come in this room on a podcast, you don't want to talk. You feel weird. You feel like
I was
people
nervous
are
all day.
judging you.
I was
That's
nervous
great.
all day.
Were you?
I really was. I've been nervous for like ever since I hit you up. I was like, damn, what are we gonna talk? I was
It don't matter. Were you nervous?
I'm one of the most confident guys you'll ever
He
meet.
is
Like
very-
I just
Yeah,
carry
yeah.
myself a certain
I
way.
was never confident, but yeah.
But I wasn't like that at one point. But it's like to the point to where in my personal life when I'm by myself, I'm self-conscious, and people have to admit that shit.
That's crazy.
But I'm in the shower. I get off work. I eat me some Whataburger because somebody posted.
He got
a
the
picture.
number one.
I got the
He was
number one
all pissed off 'cause
jalapeno.
it cost so
I was
much now.
mad.
I know.
I got the number one with cheese.
Told you.
No pickles. Add jalapenos, and it was fucking $8.50. I remember in high school I get that shit for $6, bro. Anyways,
You're uncomfortable?
dude, I was practicing this shit in the shower because I
Practicing what?
Exactly.
my voice, how I'm gonna talk, how I'm gonna look. Like you've seen me. Like I want to be presentable.
You look great.
Like,
You always look great.
You are always presentable.
And that's why I admire him because Daniel doesn't give a fuck.
fuck.
He doesn't, and I want that. But at the end of the day, I want to be likable. I want to make sure when I'm in the public eye,
Right.
whatever. I want to make sure that
people see you.
That's something my mom would be proud of. Like I raised him.
Right.
But at the end of the day, I also want to be like my little brother, and like he doesn't care. Like
And
he's
that's
gonna-
a bad thing
he's gonna-
too, though,
It is,
sometimes.
but at the same
It
time, I want to
is.
be like that. Like my mom raised somebody so strong to be
I'm-
so confident in themselves.
Let me be. I'm gonna pee because I can't take it.
Wow.
Alcohol.
Wow. So he just made me feel like shit, people. Goddamn 47. That's from my boy Eric Gutierrez. Goddamn 47.
Man, fuck Eric Gutierrez.
Nah, he been texting
He be always
me.
talking shit,
That's
bro.
my dog right there.
I'm kidding. I love you, Eric.
Hey, it's already 9:15. We've been here for a hot minute. It's all good, though. This is fun. This is good, though. This is good shit. Like,
Hey, it's, Zachary Bowles on the squad. Hey, I'm pulling Emery.
and
Whoa.
she do
Come on,
that.
dude.
I love that girl. I love my baby niece.
Anyways,
What we gonna talk about?
no, 'cause we already know everything about each
We
other.
know everything about each other, right? You my best friend.
You my best
like
friend.
Tyson's my best friend, but hey,
I even knew you was pissed off. Right when you said you was pissed off, number one cost me $8.
pissed off about what? I'm pissed off
The
about it.
Whataburger. The
I stay
Whataburger.
mad. I stay mad. I'm like the Hulk. How do you keep the Hulk from coming out? I stay angry.
Nigga, I'll fuck the whole
That's
up.
hilarious.
No, you won't.
Shit.
See, I feel like you do. I have a certain way I like to look, period.
Yeah.
But it's for me, I guess, because I don't care if anybody likes it. But it's usually, I try to like not look like a slob, for sure.
Yeah.
You don't look like a slob, don't get me wrong. And I mean, but like always try to, even when I'm wearing like gym shorts and a hoodie,
With me, it's
I
all
try
about
to be wrinkled up. 'cause I don't-
presentation. It's all about presentation.
Right.
You can wear whatever you want, but if you
But you don't wear wrinkled clothes and shit like that.
No, he doesn't.
Like, you don't wear dirty ass clothes and all fucked up. Like, I never
He
seen
has his own style.
I wear wrinkled clothes all the time. He irons his shit daily.
I ironed this shirt before I came tonight, and it's a.
I know he's always been that way
put
too.
an iron over it, damp iron. You just
See, and like he
I
was
do that
saying
shit.
earlier, it's vice versa. I wish I was.
we're complete opposites.
We are very. We're at our cousin's wedding back in Lubbock. What, a month ago?
a month ago, month and a half ago.
Me and my girl are in our hotel room, and I called Jerry to come have some beers before the ceremony. And I had the ironing board out, and of course, like my girl would iron my clothes for me,
Right.
But she was too busy doing her makeup, and she even asked me, "She said, do you want me to do that for you?" No, I got it. It can't be that hard.
You're fucking it all up.
Jerry walked in.
You couldn't take it.
Jerry walked in, and Jerry saw me, and Jerry knew I was struggling because that's not me. I don't iron clothes. And so Jerry saw me struggling, and Jerry, the struggle was like, "What do you know what you're doing, fool?" I'm like, "No." I was like, "I don't do this shit every day." And Jerry was like, I didn't even have to ask Jerry. Jerry was like, "Move, I got you." I sat on the couch, and Jerry, it was just like iron.
How about being presentable, man?
Boom.
That's what I pride myself on.
We're way opposite.
The day I die, I want people to look back and say, I was just a good man.
You're always
and
fresh.
they were-
I don't care if I go to heaven or hell. I want my people. I really don't. I want people
You don't
to
care if you're in
say,
heaven or hell? So
I
do you
mean-
believe in heaven and hell?
I do, but I also believe that it's one of those things where, like, if you're truly a good person in your heart, you be accepted. People say he forgives, right? So regardless of how many times you go to church, you're gonna end up in a good place because you're a good person at heart. That's what I believe.
But you should want to go. So if you're a Christian, I'm guessing as a Christian, you'd want to go to heaven.
Yeah, of course, man. But at the
you-
same time,
you're
I want
just
to go
gonna-
where the party is.
The party's not in hell. If that's what you believe.
right. You're right.
If you go by the Bible, which I'm just going to say.
I mean, I do. I mean, I've read it, but it's one of the. We're going to get religious right now.
no.
I don't go to church every Sunday, hardly any Sunday at all. But that don't mean that I don't drop down to my knees every now and then.
The way over this podcast has helped, reading books have helped, listening to podcasts have helped, but I was raised Christian. I don't know, like more like a, what do they call it, non-denominational. And so I went to Stonegate, got baptized there by the mayor now,
Patrick.
And he was dope, and he locked me up. I got baptized by him, and I got real deep in the Bible. I read a lot of Bible, and then I started thinking about other things, learning about other things. I took some substances that made me think about other things.
Sometimes you need a little bit of help.
A little bit of mushrooms, things, psilocybin and things like that. But what I still believe in a God.
Our mind is much more than what we make of it. That sometimes you need help to release it.
I think sometimes you also got to realize this: the Bible wasn't written until 10,000 years after Jesus was dead.
So some of that is fiction.
The library of Alexandria that's burned down. I mean, there's supposed to be a chamber in the Sphinx that has locked up. But what I'm saying is the Bible might be volume 7 of 2000.
Yeah.
And then also is written by us. It was written by people that also have agendas that say stupid shit, and like I'm not saying that there's not a guideline. Like the guideline, if you look at like the Quran and you look at the Bible and you look at all these different Buddhism, the basic outline of it is treat that not like the 10 Commandments, like don't kill people, be a good guy.
Obvious shit.
Right. And it's kind of like the outline of it, and maybe.
But I'll shoot somebody if you gave me a reason. Like don't threaten my family. Don't come into my house. Don't hijack my car. Give me a reason to shoot. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
One of the things like I'm a man first.
But
I'm a man first. Like I'm gonna protect my family to the fullest. I don't care what I have to do to you. If no offense, you my dog. But if you came into my house meaning ill will, me and you, we're gonna have a battle royal. It is what it is, and I'm ready to die. It's that type of thing.
Yeah, but like going back to if you think about the general basic outline is like the same amongst all religions. Mm-hmm. I kind of wonder if the monkey in us didn't fuck it up. Like I believe there's a God, but
that's
doesn't
racist.
mean,
You call me a monkey?
No, I'm a monkey too.
I'm just kidding. I had to throw the race card a little once in a while. Black people ain't
that race card is
black people ain't black people if we don't throw the race card every once in a while. That's just real.
Are you heading out?
You gonna put his monkey hoodie on? That's dope. I want that too. We all came from somewhere, and you got to be proud of where you came from.
Well, truly, we all came from East Africa.
Exactly.
Every one of us.
Yeah.
We all just kind of like, I went north.
One love, baby. It's one love.
I went north. Y'all stayed in East Africa.
That's what we do.
That's why our skin changed. But
black people only like where it's nice and warm.
Well, yeah.
Because they can't swim.
You can't swim.
I can swim very well.
I'm the new black. Can't swim, can't jump, can't run. But damn, I'm
new
pretty.
Black can't swim. You're the only running back I ever knew that was slower than me that ran the ball. You're a 4.40.
You want? I was waiting.
It was slow.
I was hoping you would bring this up.
It was pretty. You run like my son. I told my son, like Jerry Don, like he has good vision, so he finds the hole, and then when you hit him, he kind of absorbs the hit and just folds off. He's not super fast. He doesn't have breakaway speed. He's quick.
I wasn't the fastest. I wasn't the strongest, but you know what it was? It's just an inch to the right, inch to the left. And honestly, you know where it came from? And I was thinking about this years ago. When our boy Mikey Heat was like, he's like butter. I was like, kids don't play this anymore. Tackle the man with the football. Remember? Did you ever play that?
Yeah. Because smear the queer.
It's same difference. Smear the queer, but it's one of those things where like you don't have any blockers. You try to see how long you can go without being tackled. And it's like you against 5, 10, 15 other kids at that time. It's like one step to the left, one step to the right. That's all it is.
It was wild to watch you run because I was like, I'm faster than this guy, but he's getting 60-yard runs and 70-yard. And you just, like you said, you just roll. Nothing. No one ever hit you hard. I never seen you.
You know why? Because I hated to get hit.
You'd roll off.
There are two types of ball players.
There's
like you two who fuck people up for a living, and there's people like me. I don't like to fucking get hit. I hated when I played football and I'm like doing the hitting drills. You got to stand there and let somebody hit you. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm gonna let him hit me? No. Coach used to always get mad at you. Oh, Zachery, you're rolling your shoulder. You're not letting him. You're turning your head. Yeah, motherfucker, I'm turning my head because I fucking hate getting hit. Give me the ball and I bet I score. You know, that type of shit.
You ran good. It was very impressive.
And then
to
Chad
watch.
Thompson came along.
And yeah, when you like,
Fuck Chad Thompson.
Well, you
Made
know,
me look, took all my running back records.
he's a
Fuck Chad Thompson.
Yeah, he's like
Nah,
a
I'm
mu-
just kidding. No, it's my dog.
He's like
Niner
a
gang, baby. Niner
He
gang.
is Niner gang.
he's like a mutant. Like
Yeah,
he-
dude.
Yeah, he's.
Remember
yeah,
that first year he jumped on? They couldn't stop him. Couldn't stop him. I didn't even have to block as a wide receiver. Couldn't stop him.
They never.
You
They
mean
never,
you
they
didn't have
never
to
stopped
hold-
him.
Never.
His son's the same way, dude.
I've seen the highlights.
You know how like Chad would like when Chad would put his foot in the ground and the reason Chad I think was really fast is his mind knew that if I put my foot in the ground and build pressure, like dig into the ground and launch myself off of it, I'm gonna haul ass. Watch Chad run, shit flies from his feet. His son's the same way. Like he's
seen those. I've
he's
seen those
ripping
highlights.
the ground apart. When he puts his feet in the ground, he's pulling
That's
the
a
earth
bad
underneath
kid
him.
right there.
Oh yeah, he's a freaky. He's a freaky.
Didn't he play for like the West Texas
Gators,
Gators or something?
Same team my son plays for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, are they the same age or are they like
same age,
different
same
age group?
team. Yep.
This kid's a beast.
Oh.
Kid's
Oh,
a
yeah.
beast.
Yeah.
He's just like his daddy. And then we have
MVP
Coach Kenny Thompson.
Yeah.
Coach T.
Dude, I so wish we would have won the ship the national because he would have done the Dougie in the 50-yard line. That's the only thing I wanted to see was him do the
Coach
Dougie.
T.
That was just the
Coach
one
T
that,
was the shit.
that was the one that mattered the most.
It
to me.
was. It was. It really was.
I don't even have a ring for the one we won.
Yeah.
Never bought one.
Yeah.
I
We
mean,
were
not-
good.
We were good, but
We were
didn't-
good.
The competition wasn't.
We
I
were good.
know.
Like I'd rather just get beat than that.
Who?
I bought
You
one.
know,
I felt more proud of the years we got beat.
we played together for about 4 or 5 years, right? All three of us.
Oh, no.
Y'all
I
played,
started-
y'all played like 6 years.
I mean, we started. You played 5 because he
Yeah.
came on the second year. But who would you say was our greatest rival?
Of all time, it'd be El Paso or the Outlaws.
Oh,
Yeah.
San Antonio? Yeah,
The-
probably at y'all's time.
At our time, it was El Paso.
Warriors.
It was the
They're
Seminoles.
the funnest ones
It was
to
the
play.
Seminole.
They were
But
so
remember the
fun.
Wichita Falcons? They were tough too.
Yeah, but they were only there for years.
They were- yeah.
El Paso was there. Except for
Paso
the
was there
last
longer.
Year, the last year we played them, they weren't the same.
But they were there longer. Like
Oh,
the
they're-
longest
the whole time.
tenure, longest tenure rival of the Drillers would have to be El Paso or the.
I don't know if the Drillers are going to even have a team this year.
I, know,
damn shame.
I
Cause
still
you-
have I still follow.
I was talking to Fred, and he said it's just looking rough
It
because
is.
There's no
pride.
practice.
The pride is
took
just-
everybody over.
It just took everybody over.
You're-
And we all know that.
Nobody showed
We all know that.
I'm
deal.
surprised it lasted that long though. Like,
Dude, but
Me too.
the years we had were super
It
fun.
was when you can't take that back. And honestly, that's the only reason I played with the Drillers. Really, because I didn't play high school football. So it was one of the
Oh, you
things.
didn't play high school?
I didn't play. I
football?
was only baseball because I tore my MCL in the 9th grade, and I was like, I don't want to get hurt, so I didn't play high school football. So when I saw that Mikey Heat, shout out, was setting something up, I was MySpace. This was back in MySpace days. I was messaging him every day. Hey, what do we need to buy? What do we need to do? Because I felt like
MySpace. Wow.
could
MySpace.
I have done it? But at the end of the day, that first year was to just see.
You were a killer.
But after that, it was like, man, I made all these great friends. And
Yeah,
it's the
dude,
same
it was
thing. It's the same thing when I play slow pitch softball with my FTP squad, like
That's
my
your
FTP squad and my drill squad, like the original drillers.
Yeah, yeah.
Like that's a brotherhood. That's a family.
We had
right there.
fun.
I'd do anything for you.
Yeah, we had
you know what I
fun.
mean? It's
Yeah.
one of those things. And
We had fun.
It wasn't. I couldn't tell you about anything that happened between the white lines on softball or baseball or football. Sorry.
Yeah, a little bit, but yeah.
But it's one
I
of
can
those
tell you
things
everything outside
like
of it.
exactly what happened to the club.
Remember going to the ranch and there would be there'd be 20, 30 of us
We had a whole
Every
section
time.
pulled off.
every time.
Oh man, that's what it's about. It's about the relationships that you make. I think that's when me and my brother finally really bonded.
Yeah, it was.
Like it was one of those things where, like, hey, I have Mikey, I have Kyle, I have my bro, I have Perkins, I have
I didn't even know
Zim.
anyone like that.
Zim.
Animal.
Man, you had Chad, you
Even
had
Marlon.
even Marlon, all that shit talking
Rook,
he did.
everybody.
Rook, you had those guys,
Rook.
and we had
Even
We had
even
Oski, we
even though he gave me a little shade here lately, even Showtime back in the day was
I noticed that shade, but it's all.
Well, here's
I
what
took his
happened.
ass off.
I mean,
Here's what happened.
He's still my friend, but I unfollowed because I got tired of the bullshit. But it's one of those things like, yo, we've been boys for so long. I'm not gonna throw you to the side like that. But
here's
it's-
what
but it's
what
one of
happened.
those
I was
things-
like literally leaving in a gym, and I was like getting all these texts from people like, "What's up with this?" And I saw a picture. I'm like, I last time I saw a guy, we were like, "Pah."
yeah,
And so I was like, and I regret posting that post.
Hell no.
But I also
But you also took pride in it.
No,
Like,
I'll
no,
tell
but I
you.
also was like, what the fuck? Because I was like, what's the? I couldn't figure out. And somebody said, oh, he just said fuck him, and I'm like,
what's the fucking big deal?
what? I don't know what I did.
And then he says,
I don't know.
Batman.
Fucking heat, like you a fucking
know.
instigator,
Dude, that
bro.
was the best.
That shit was
That was the
funny.
I'm Batman.
But it's all good,
Well,
though. Like, it's
so I was
all
like-
love. It's
but-
all love.
So I had to like. So I'm like this. If you're gonna say something and be tough, and I'm not even on this thing, so I can't even see what he
Yeah,
posted.
but at the same time, I was like, what you posted the other day, and I posted it yesterday. What Mike Tyson said.
Yeah,
Social
that's
media's
exactly
made it
why I
way too
did it.
comfortable. People to
That's why I did it.
disrespect folks, and I get
like
punched in
okay,
the face.
I understand, but you obviously see he didn't say anything crazy to me. He was like, I don't know what he did, and I should have him on here, and we could just have a slap box contest.
There's no way.
No,
I took him off my Facebook and shit too.
But
I mean, Rich my boy, but I just got tired of like his politics. Like,
I'm real ethical.
white, like
Me and
Racist
Daniel are
against
real
white.
ethical person.
I haven't seen.
We have ethical
we're not-
personalities.
I don't have any of his social media, so I don't see none of his posts.
Yeah.
So like, I know he doesn't like. He gets up to some white folks every once in a while, but
It is
whatever.
what it is. You got to respect a man's opinion, no matter what.
Whatever.
That's just part of being a man.
But I'm not.
If you
I'm
don't
not,
respect
I'm not
my
the
opinion,
white
I'm not
guy.
gonna-
He's looking for. Wrong
yeah.
one. I mean, I might be.
You never know.
Might be the white one he's looking for. If he
But
wants
it's all.
to
But
get choked.
but it's to the point to where it's like it was all respect. Like I thought we were cool, and like
I just had to check him.
it's all
oh, you
good.
did. I
You-
saw it the other day.
You
That's
checked
just
him.
it.
It is. You checked him.
I don't want to
because-
fight him or
but-
nothing like that.
Oh,
Like,
But I think it's one of the things like everybody needs to be checked every now
Yeah,
and then
it
because
is.
like you
There's-
said, social media has made it way too comfortable for people to talk shit
without
there's no checking.
without any consequences.
If you
any
check somebody like you're an asshole, like yeah, whatever.
Okay, yeah, that's exactly this motherfucker right here. They call him an asshole. He's like, yeah, you know that. It is what it is. Me, I'm like, you're an asshole. I'm like, I'm sorry because I just want to be liked. But it's one of those things like, hey, every man has that line that you cross, and don't disrespect me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Well, like,
I talk shit.
if you're
but
gonna
it's
say,
all
if you're gonna
water
say,
under the bridge.
I
you
talk shit
know?
on social media, but I never disrespect
You
anybody.
never
you're
disrespect
But
gonna
then,
somebody.
for the fact that I talk shit, people will disrespect me, and I'm like, okay, I'll let it
Cool.
go.
Mama
I'll let it
didn't
go.
raise no fool.
But I was like,
you ain't worth
let
me.
me cross your path.
It's just not worth
It's
it.
fucking different.
if you disrespect somebody, do it.
In the
Whatever you would say, make sure that you say it to their face. Like if you're gonna say fuck them, just tag me in it.
Yeah.
Just tag me in it.
Yeah.
Just say it so everybody knows. Like it's easy to be tough when there's literally no way you can be seen doing what you're doing from the other
It is
side.
what it is, though.
Eh.
It is what. Water under the bridge, like you said.
What's gonna happen? What could he do to me?
Ain't nothing gonna happen.
There's nothing he can do to me. There's nothing he can do to
We're
me.
too grown for that shit.
No.
At the same time, though.
No, what? I'm not. I don't need to fight. I'm fast. I'm probably still faster than him.
Kyle, I wouldn't fuck with you.
No.
Kyle, honestly, bro. Dean Merkin, I wouldn't fuck with you, bro.
I'll hug the shit out of you.
I hope you do.
I'll give you a kiss.
I want to feel all
Yeah,
your
and I
muscles.
said it. Ain't nobody gonna whoop me for it either.
And if you whoop me, then if you whoop my ass, I'm not scared to take an ass whooping. Let's
whoop me-
go.
If you whoop me, don't yell world star.
You're a well star. I might have to
Isn't
shoot your
that
ass.
crazy that now? Okay, check this out. My daughter's actually been dealing with this. Like I have to go to school tomorrow morning. Actually, she had one girl just randomly want to start fighting her, and then
And bullies.
big chick's big. I told her like, fuck that. Don't be a punk. So we tell the teachers, do what you got to do, take care of the business, and then if anything, if you have to, I told her you got to defend yourself, and then that got finally dealt with after like a week.
Yeah.
And teachers kind of like let shit slide now. Like they want you to pop off, and then they just want to get you in trouble. And she's like a cheerleader, so my daughter doesn't want to fight. She don't get in trouble. She's like,
She was the A-Bell, huh?
yeah, she's a good
Yeah, I've
kid.
seen that.
She really is a pretty good. Like, she doesn't want to get in trouble. So she's telling, like this morning, she told the principal this other girl, like since that other one gotten cleared up, now that girl's friends on her,
Yeah.
jumping in her face. And so I was like, well, I dropped her off today. She's like, look, this girl's texting me. I was like, screenshot everything, and then.
Save that shit.
Well, I said, and go show the principal this morning, see what's up, and then we'll get taken care of it. And when I drove off, I was like, if they don't take care of it today, and so if something happens today, I'm coming in tomorrow, and I'm like, I'm just gonna figure it out. Like I'm not gonna go and be like, "Rah!" But I'm
Well,
gonna,
A-Bell was real bad about that because my daughter went to A-Bell her 7th grade year, and I got a couple calls about her being bullied, and I went up in there and I was like, what's going on? And they're like, well, she's saying that so and so is bullying her. I was like, okay. I've heard about this before. And they're like, I was like, so what are you going to do about it? It's like, well, we really can't do anything because it's her first time coming to us. Like, well, she's come to me 3 times. And either y'all fix it or I'm going to find out where that girl is and I'm going to fix it. It's one or the other.
Well, it's just like it's one of the things. Like, well, there's some teachers jumped in and done well, but
then
it's like this is weeks, like 3 weeks almost, like dealing with the same thing, different people now.
Yeah.
It's like I don't want to send my daughter to school uncomfortable, worried about getting in a fist fight, having to deal with that, and then on top of that,
Schoolwork.
get schoolwork done.
Yeah.
Like
Too much. It's too much for a 13-year-old.
I mean,
They can't handle that shit.
if these kids are bringing things up to you, and then the thing is now, I guess this other girl jumped on her today and said something to her, like jumped in her face, and then the football coach just said, all right, blah, 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 and brought them all in there. And so if they had to sign some paperwork, which they didn't call me, then they asked me to go up there.
Strike one. Like, you better fucking, if it has to do with my kid, you better fucking call
to sign some paperwork. That you let my
Better
daughter
fucking call
sign
me.
some paperwork that I don't know what this is
She's not
saying.
authorized to sign anything.
Saying that if she gets in trouble again, if these girls have contact, from what I understand, hold on, first off,
My bad.
from my daughter's
POV.
perspective and what she's saying, and the way she understands it is if she and these other girls get in contact in any way, or their friends, not them girls, take my daughter and the other girls that have the problem out of the equation. Their friends, these other girls' friends, and my daughter's friends talk about the same thing, then they will be punished. Not the friends, but my daughter and the other 2 girls.
Yeah.
So I'm like, so they can be punished, and the punishment is sent to Parker for some pretty much like in-school suspension for 30 days, and then 3 more
a
days.
long time.
Then 3 more days back in A-Bell. I'm like, so if other people talk about it, she'll get in trouble, and she signed off on this. If this is the case, first of all, I'm gonna go, guys. That's ridiculous. Let's figure this out a little bit better. Obviously, we can't control any other kid and what they say.
And you
So-
can't even control your kids.
So how are you gonna let my daughter get in trouble for her friends' actions? First of all, that's not how it works.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Not gonna work. Second of all, let's just fix this. Like, it's kids. Like, just watch them. Like, don't let kids have to. I mean, just watch them.
Kids are kids. They don't know what the fuck they're doing.
And I've already told my daughter, like, if they get to where I don't believe in the whole wait till they hit you thing. Fuck that. I told her if they get into
if you feel
Oh my
yeah,
God,
hey,
bro.
bro, hell yeah.
God damn it, bro.
If
Yes.
you feel fucking cornered,
Yes.
you fucking
Fire
act
off.
like a fucking
Yes.
beast.
Let me deal with the principal
Hey,
and the
the
parent.
most dangerous
yes.
in my mind, like,
Yes.
I'm a dog person. Y'all see my Facebook. I love dogs. But if you corner a fucking any kind of feline, a cat, they're gonna fuck you up.
Yeah. Well,
don't
like,
corner a beast.
I told her,
Don't-
I said,
you can't do it.
I said, baby, when I was back in my day and I was all this fighter guy, I didn't like to bump chest. If you got in my range,
got in my face, we're
and I
fighting.
felt like if you're in my range and it's a heated moment and you come in my range, I'm just gonna hit you.
If I feel threatened, like,
just
never did
I'm gonna hit you before you hit me. If
You usually win.
I'll take the repercussions, whatever. But I'm not gonna let you fuck it. It just takes one.
I was
shot.
always taught
Y'all can talk. I
to
gotta pee.
don't ever throw the first punch.
Fuck
Everybody's taught that
Yeah.
because
And
you're
that's-
supposed
that's
to
what I
be
live
like
by.
one of the 3 Musketeers. Well, those fucking guys wore gay suits and carried swords. Fuck
They're
that.
bitches, yeah.
Like,
I was taught that.
that's the softest candy bar of all time.
Exactly. I was taught that for a certain spending the time, bro. Spending the time. I was taught that until I started. Like, I realized about junior high. I'm like, that shit hasn't worked all elementary. Because elementary, I was
When you
bullied.
see a fight, the first time you saw a real fist fight, you're probably in school somewhere, right? Right? Were you in school like a violent fist fight, like not family?
yeah, absolutely.
Like
yeah.
where 2 people want to fuck each other up for real. Like,
Yeah.
not you. You're like, oh, the guy that was waiting for the punch got his ass whooped. Like he got fucked up, right? Like, I've never seen a guy in a street fight, especially in school, usually win when they waited for the punch.
waiting for the first punch to be
A few, but usually the
Hardly
guy,
ever.
the respectable 3 Musketeers faggy boy gets smoked,
off the rip.
and the gangster dude fucks him up.
It's over. It's over.
The outlaw fucks him up.
It's already days.
You are a spilling little fucker, aren't you?
I got it.
But so my dad waited for the first punch, and then after I saw it, I was like, let's reevaluate this shit. Dad, I don't know how many fights you've been in in your life. I really don't. I'm sure you have, but from what I've been noticing in my young life, the guy that waits for chivalry or whatever the fuck you want to call it
Usually loses.
gets his ass fucking
Yeah.
beat up real quick.
Yeah. See, so that's all I was. What it took me. Probably the first time I ever got in a fight altercation.
Really?
Waiting.
What age?
Hey, Jerry, come
I was junior high. I was in seventh grade, eighth grade. I was at Goddard Junior High.
Goddard.
You got blood all over my boots and
He
jeans.
fucked me up.
You got
No,
beat
I
up?
fucked
You
him.
fucked
No,
him
no,
up.
I fucked him up.
Because you said some
But-
fool whistled at Angelica, and you said what? He said, "Don't worry
He
about
said,
it."
"What you gonna do about
And
it?"
then he said, "Hey, don't tell mom I got blood on your jeans and boots, because I'll let you wear my
caught-
shit that night, motherfucker."
Hey, Jordan Lee, this is a true story, and this is a real move. We're older, right?
We are
Much
way
30.
older.
We're 30.
We're in our
About to be
30s.
30.
I'm not older. We're older.
Older. That's not. I didn't say old. I
But-
said older. I earned my stripes.
Back in the day, I used to tell these guys, you're going to win a fight. First off, Jordan Lee put, grab them by their ears, headbutt them right in the nose. That's what I told my daughter the other day. I said, this girl's taller than you, and if it really is about to happen, and she's like bowing up, and she gives you that.
If you know you're about to,
How many kids do this? What up, what up, what up? That was my
you know
favorite.
what?
Everybody-
You know what
yeah,
I say?
all of it.
I say if I ever get into another fight, I wish a motherfucker would take off his shirt, because the moment that shirt goes over his eyes, the next thing you'll see is my fist. No, no hesitation.
I said,
But we're too.
take
back
off your shirt, motherfucker. I dare you to take off your shirt.
when I was in high school, I realized like most of these guys. Here's what my observation was as a young man. I watch these fights. I go, oh, they like to titty bump. Everybody wants to have that immediate like showdown.
Macho.
Even if they did, most of these did end up in a fight, but the ones that
do
did,
this.
cool. I was like, okay,
Say something. Say something.
okay. I was like, so I made. I'm a big guy. I'm a
Where you
big.
going?
I have this thing in my brain. To this day, if I make a rule to myself, that's it.
Live by it. Live by it.
It's it. So I said, anybody that comes, if we're heated like that in high school, is what I said. Not anymore. Just clarify.
yeah, absolutely.
But
Obviously
different.
not anymore.
It's different now.
But in high school, I said this: if somebody comes in my face with their arms out and they get in my range,
It's just
I'm
open.
grabbing their ears or whatever, but I'm taking this part of my head and I'm jamming their face, and it worked every time. And then I got older, and I told Jordan and them to grab people by their ears, and you just because they come up to you, and if you do it real fast, like
Your ears don't come off.
well, they can, but
I mean, yeah, obviously. I contradicted myself. Your ears don't come off. You're like, well, they can. I mean, yeah, I guess you're right, but
they can't come off.
you're gonna go roadhouse and just pull somebody's body part out of their throat.
First of all, if you're gonna make me fight you in the streets, not sanctioned fight,
If you're ready to, like, I'm so easy back. If I'm gonna fight you, you better be willing to fucking die. Because if you take me to that level, because I'm such,
I'm not losing.
you know, I'm such
Well,
an
don't say that.
easygoing guy. I mean, everybody deserves an ass whooping. I mean,
you've
even,
never lost a fight.
Never.
Let me
you
tell
lost
you.
to me.
Whoa.
And
Can I
I have
dese-
never lost.
You
to
lost
you,
to me and deserve the.
I
One at a time.
no.
That was a good one though.
But
I
that
love
was a
you.
good one.
But we had a beer.
Hey, Jerry had a strong right hook.
I know my jaw was sore the next day.
He
You never heard that story.
He
No,
dazed.
but let me-
Jerry
let-
Don dazed me.
let
but
him
I didn't
finish
go
and
there.
then
I gotta
We'll tell
say
our story.
something
I gotta
because
The only fight we ever been in. But tell us. So go ahead, Kyle.
I've been
Tell the story.
not that I'm proud of it or nothing. It's not like it's come cool, but from my young days to my high school days, I was the fighter dude. Right, I got a lot of fights, tons of fights, whatever.
why you
Got beat up.
ugly.
I've gotten I know. My shit broke. Brad Barnes snapped my nose years ago. But anyway, when guys be like, I ain't never been whooped, I'll tell you one of two things. It's not a shot against you or nothing, but it's almost probably 99.9% always a fact. You've either one, not fought enough, or two, you're lying.
I had fought enough.
Right. I don't. You're not.
You
lying.
ever fought enough?
How many fights you been in?
Honestly,
I really don't remember. There's been quite a few.
I mean, he's been
Under
in,
20? Over 20?
No, way under 20.
Oh, okay, so not
Wait,
enough.
I would say like
Under 10?
10.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
so
but-
so I'll give you that. Like,
But you know what? I've only been in. I'm 34, and I can only remember being in two fights with one, and one was my little brother. So that doesn't really count because everybody fights their brother. Other one was a fucking brawl in the parking lot of a bar.
At Crocs.
Brawl. It was me, my brother, and my boy Tyson versus the bar, and we
But he's seen me in
fucked them.
fight.
but hey, Tyson's like the fucking stretchy guy of a Street Fighter. Yeah. he like the guy.
My- but-
Tyson got my shit busted.
Oh,
one night.
Tyson got Daniel fucked up that
And I
night.
was fighting for him.
Fuck, he got him fucked. I've never seen my brother get hit so hard in his life. His
I
life.
closed
Hey.
my eyes.
You know that I'm in Andrews, Texas. This is years ago. I'm like 22.
That's my
maybe.
favorite small town.
I'm maybe 22, and I'm in that Easy Mark. or quick
Yeah.
Emont.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
Easy
I know
Mart,
what you
the
mean.
green and okay, the green and white one.
Yeah, green and
With,
white
like,
and
yeah.
green and
Whatever.
Yeah.
It's new now. They redid it, but back then it was a little older. We're getting gas at the gas pump. My buddy goes in. Or hammered. I'm coming back to Midland. I don't know what we were doing. I got one buddy coming in, out of the store. I'm pumping gas. Next thing I know, I look over and my buddy's in a fist fight. So I go run over there, and before I know I can get to, like, I'm about to go fuck this guy up that's hitting him. My buddy's one of those dudes that, by the way, he ain't scared to fight. He is not scared to fight, but he can't fight. But he's a body. He'll take a fucking beating. He's tough. So he's getting his ass run over there, and before I know it, this fucking cowboy with boots just like yours, dude, comes running over, wearing a black Carhartt jacket, you know, and I'm like, motherfucker. So we start fighting. I get on top of this guy, like I get him down pretty good, like I get him down quick, and I'm like, I got this dude. It's
Once you
over.
get him on the ground, it's over.
Yeah, well, he ran up and he was like, and we're all drunk. They're drunk too, you can tell. But like he like swings all crazy, and I just jumped under. I just got a good shot, you know. He goes down. I'm on him, and I'm hitting this dude. I'm fucking hitting this guy with everything I got. I'm like, I'm putting my kid's soul before I even have my kids into it.
Man, you're reaching down
every
deep.
time I punch this guy, I see a flash of white from getting hit so hard
You
back.
have a flash of the ammonia that you gave us.
Dude, but
Let me get some of that.
it's like, you're hitting that. Oh, it's got to be serious.
You ain't down.
So, like, I'm getting flashes of white from getting hits back. Every time I hit him one, he's letting me have it. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, this motherfucker will not get knocked out. Anyway, long story short, that was terrible. You let it have it.
I know it was way down there.
But anyway, long story short, I end up getting up, and I get up out of this. We end up splitting because the lady runs out. I caught the fucking sheriffs, and boom, 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 or whatever, cops, and we run off. And we're both all fucked up. And I'm telling my buddy, I'm like, dude, that fucking guy was so tough. I was hitting him with everything I could. Every time I hit him, he'd punch the shit out of me. He's like, no, he wasn't. That motherfucker was knocked out. He's like, there was another guy standing, kicking me in the head.
So you didn't even know.
There was a third guy.
You were like Billy Hoyle.
I was
in the fucking
hammered.
zone, bro.
I was drinking MD 2020, bling bling, the blue ones.
Hey,
all
hold on.
night.
I saw this meme. What does MD stand for?
Mad Dog.
No, it doesn't. It's MD 20. I saw a meme. It stands for something else.
Really?
But everybody,
Reed, will you please fact check MD 2020?
somebody, yeah. Is he?
Whoa, hold on. Matt Wharton said something. Kyle told me that you put your thumb in their eye socket, grab them by the skull, and bite their tip of their nose off. No, okay. First half is correct, Matt. I do. Now, I'm 34. I don't want to fight. I stay in shape. I can run.
Too much.
But if you make me fight you, I'm going to try to make
gonna
sure
fucking kill
I
you.
win. Well, I just want to win
I'm gonna fucking kill
so
you.
I can get away from you so I don't get hurt. And if I have to fight you, I think Kerry Lemons actually saw this happen in person because I used to talk about this, and
understand.
we worked together in the oil field, and he'd be in the truck. I say, this is what I do. So if you came at me, I would take my thumbs, I would shove them in your eye sockets on the side of your eyeballs, and I'd grab the side of your skull, and the same as the ear thing, you just headbutt. You pull them in, you headbutt them.
Yeah.
And
There's no rules in a fight.
Well, that's
man.
what I would say
There's
I
no
do
rules
because I
in a
want to
fight.
make it sure it's
You
not,
fight me, you better be prepared to get hit by a car. Because if I could pick up a car and hit you with it, I'm gonna fucking pick up a car and hit you with it. I'm not a fighter, but when you put me to that,
I've never seen you even upset.
Never. But that should tell you, like, it takes a lot to make you mad. So when you make me mad and we're gonna go, dude, you better be prepared to die because I'm prepared to die. Like it's zero. It's black. It's white and black and gray. It's white. It's white or black with
The
me.
Coors have got you.
They have, but this is good shit. It's white or black with me. No, I don't want that shit.
I kind of like it now. The mango peach.
It's white or black with me, dude. Like I'm honest. Like I'm not an angry person. I'm easygoing. It's all about love. I'm all about love, like peace. I might be. If I was in the 70s, I'd be a fucking hippie. I'd have been at Woodstock, been a hippie.
I
but
agree.
But it's one of those things like you push me to that level. You better be willing to go. You might whoop my ass, but I'm prepared for that. Like I'm prepared to die. Like you better. If I'm gonna fight you,
That's a good. That's a good mentality. But think about it, that's a
It's
good
fucking
mentality.
Braveheart shit.
Well, you should have them. Check it out though. The problem is, I think going back to what we said earlier, like, man, look at these guys. See the portal to hate guys. Those phones have got everybody. They want to. They got.
My boy saying MD. Sorry to cut you off.
Go ahead.
My boy Eric Gutierrez, one of my oldest.
Oh no, dude, Eric Gutierrez. Hey,
one of my oldest. You know him. Y'all went to high school
I
together.
played on his football. He's my tailback.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
He's my tailback.
Dude, hell of
My
an
tailback.
athlete. Hell of an
Oh,
athlete.
My tailback.
Probably the best shortstop in Midland. That's the only person
Hey.
I would concede that I'd be like, I'm behind him.
He was the only Mexican tailback back in the day that
He was fast.
could run.
He made fast people look not fast.
His cuts were real, but he could.
But it stands for Morgan David. However, widely known as Mad Dog, originally 2020 stood for 20 ounce at 20% alcohol.
Yes, he is.
Dude, he's a fool. But, dude, freak athlete. If he hadn't gotten that wreck that almost took his life, this dude would be making money right now. Honestly.
No, Eric.
Hell of a Eric.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
You thought he was a hell of a tailback?
Better baseball player.
Dude was 100 times better shortstop. Dude was bad.
Just quick.
That's the only guy I would concede to being like in Midland, Texas. I would say, okay, he's better than I am at shortstop at baseball. Defensively, that dude is bad.
I call bullshit on that.
I don't count you,
brother.
Daniel. You play second base.
So
play
if I was,
shortstop.
let's say I was to play baseball, because here's the thing: I've never played.
You'd be a catcher.
I don't know nothing, but
But
when I played,
I thought you played on our driller softball team that year.
no,
That was fun.
I never did.
Hey, we're gonna get an old school driller
you
softball
didn't,
team.
you
They
didn't.
got turf this year.
But
so we
check
got
it
you.
out. So every doctor I went to was like, "You baseball player?" No, I never played. Well, you look like one. So if I play baseball, by the looks,
I
of
could
me,
see you as a
what would
ball
I
player.
play?
You could. You have the
First
body
base.
type. You look like a
I'll
ball.
put you at first.
Nah, right
catcher.
field, right
I
field.
can't catch.
He can't catch.
I'm
Have you
putting
seen-
him on
Have
right
you
field.
seen him catch a football?
Yep, two.
But
He's
by-
seen me catch two.
but by-
two.
Oh, I have seen
Two
you.
interceptions.
Hey, but by the look of him, his build, I'm going catcher at first base.
Hey, no, put a hat on him. He looks like a ball player.
Well, yeah.
You could pass, but then again, all white boys pass the baseball players.
No.
Garrett don't.
Yeah, that's big country though. He don't count.
Kyle fight. You damn right, Dusty. I fight naked. That is the best way.
said that?
My buddy Dusty Bolin. Hey, Dusty, he been hanging in this whole time. My boy Dusty Bolin is the original first podcast of Chopping Up with the KB.
Nice.
We did it in my apartment. It with a laptop, a bunch of fucked up equipment, and we couldn't make it work. Like it wouldn't get out there. But Dusty, I want to have another one. Dusty's come on. Dusty's a fucking.
Hey, congratulations,
funny
Dusty.
dude.
Nice meeting you, man.
He's a funny dude. He's a very there's like a Dusty's one of them guys that you only get like there's only once a generation type fucking guy. Like you only meet him like
Like all three
he's
of them.
he's
unique.
he's a once in a lifetime dude.
Motherfucker,
Yeah.
they're kind of like you.
I hope
awesome.
so.
I can't compare any of my friends to you.
What's
What makes you so special?
what's so not special?
Yeah,
Like,
it's
it's-
just-
I mean,
odd.
you're special. You're
You are.
unique, dude. Like you'll talk about anything, but you don't mean no harm. You don't mean no disrespect to nobody. You know what I mean?
No, no.
Like you might see, like I've seen your podcast. Oh, y'all are black dudes, but then you'll say what you mean, and I respect that.
Love it.
Like it's one of those things. Like like we talked about earlier. It's reality of it. Like me and Daniel we brown. I'm not gonna say black because we brown, but and you're
You're
white.
half.
We're half black,
Mexican?
half Mexican.
So it's cool. You're not any white. You're
But
good.
yeah, we listen.
But it
As
is
long
what
as
it
you're not
is.
white.
but we're also helped raised by a black or a white guy. Too.
Yeah, man.
So we have all different races.
You know,
we love people.
But you got a great daddy.
We
Met
do.
him.
Well, you know, he coached us for a little bit. My dad is a genuine. My father, my biological dad, Jerry Zachery, is a good human. He means well. You know, he might not always been there for us, but that it is what it is. He was young. He's there for
Yeah.
his kids now.
Yeah,
Right.
that's
You know,
what I'm
but,
talking
but,
about.
But at the
Hey,
end of the
hey.
day, we also had somebody to teach us certain things.
Hey, races, not as in colors, races. Tortoise hair races aren't about starting.
Exactly.
About
That's how you finish.
So fuck
That's
what
what
you
it is.
started.
Damn right.
That's what it
Because
is.
That's
if-
how we feel.
If
about
we,
how
if
we
we
feel.
started,
I don't hold grudges.
I was an idiot 10 years ago.
Me too.
We all
I was
were.
I was kind of not the best fucking dad when I first.
Who is?
My daughter didn't know me till she was 10 years old, and then I got custody of her.
So it's not.
some of
It's
the-
how you finish. It's
how you
evolving.
finish.
Yeah, right. Yes.
So-
sir.
It don't matter.
It
when
don't
you're young,
matter.
everybody-
Fourth quarter.
Hey,
That's what matters.
Fourth quarter.
Hey,
A bunch of football
Boom.
players.
It's all about the four.
It doesn't matter. Like when
Not
you're
the first.
20, you're half retarded, and men especially, dudes
Man,
especially.
we're so immature.
I said on my
We
last
talk
podcast.
about that's what she said.
Well, I
we're
said-
so immature.
we still do that.
I said on my last podcast, boys like hormones run
Boys
us.
will be
We're
boys.
so stupid. Even and there's
We're
like,
ridiculous.
That's
Well,
why you got to find that right woman to keep
Exactly.
you in line.
No, not so much as it. No, I don't.
Not
think
to
so.
you?
No, man. I think it's there's a point with certain men not women, because I don't know nothing about women, but men at a certain age, 25-ish, 28-ish, 30-ish, you have to make a transition.
Yep.
You have to level up and exit
Mature.
something. But some guys don't. Some guys can't break out of this old past, and they carried on. You know what I
It's
mean?
their fault. Exactly.
You gotta mature. I mean, it's human nature.
I mean,
to
we
mature.
yeah.
It takes us.
Don't
long
fight
to
it.
do.
Don't fight it. There's no. Everybody like say, I'm
And
not.
why would you
I'm
want to
no
fight
punk
it?
bitch. I'm no punk bitch.
Like,
Dude,
my pride-
Sometimes
like-
you have to be a punk bitch.
Like my pride.
That's
exact
fine.
thing.
You have. It's perfectly
There's
fine
not-
to be a
there's-
punk bitch.
There's no.
I don't have much pride anymore. Cause for
No
what?
more.
I used to have. I mean,
we have
I
kids
say-
now, and we want them to
Exactly.
have the pride.
Well, no. Like,
That's how it is. Was.
yeah,
But
no.
go ahead.
I think we're mixing the word. Well, these words coincide. Pride and ego.
Yeah.
Pride can be for good. Ego can't be for good.
Ego's bad.
Ego is never for good.
this is the
Ego.
Philadelphia.
No. Let me give you
Sorry.
like.
Not
Sorry.
the ego.
But
Sorry.
no
I
ego.
know ego. I know.
Ego-
It was a
He
joke.
said-
No,
My brother.
let
My bad.
me clear this up. I think ego will get you through shit. You can fool yourself with ego and get muscle through something, but pride is something you pass on. As in, like, I'm proud that I'm the kind of guy that if you tell me, "Hey, you're wrong, motherfucker," like me and Jason are all like,
Yeah.
but
Your little thing y'all had.
Yeah, but you know what? It was our pride and some ego, 100%. But our pride took over in the end.
Yeah.
And it allowed us to
You're
work
a
together,
man.
to make sure these boys had a good time and they all played football and everybody had fun. And that's what
Fun.
took over.
That's the
But
key word,
ego,
fun.
Ego started the problem.
Yeah.
Okay, for both of us. Not just Jason, not just me. Both of us. So ego is a shitty thing. And pride turns into ego really fast. It's a delicate thing
It's a
you have to deal with.
fine line.
And as guys our age, like you said, millennials, younger guys than you, 21, like younger guys, pride turns to ego so fast. Ego is like, I mean, look at all, like,
can't separate
Ego's in control right now with like of the youth.
Yeah.
My daughter's worried about how many Snapchat followers she got. I said, baby, I told her today, baby, how many of those you actually talk to? I said, I bet you. I
I'm
said,
not even friends with people I knew in high school.
yeah. I told him, I said, you might need out of 10 people is a lot of friends, and out of those, you might have 3 or 4 that show up. Now, I say this, I have friends, but I don't hang out with a lot of people. I don't,
They're associates.
well, daily I don't see them, but like, let's say like when the rich thing popped up, I know there's certain people that hit me up, not just one, but
Multiple.
and let me know what was going on. And I'm like, those are friends. Guys I haven't talked to in a year or two. I love them. They're
They
family.
still come
Yeah,
around
yeah,
every
yeah.
once in a while.
But they're like, hey man, like I'm not. And a few of them said, I thought about saying something, but you know, they're like us.
I
They
respect.
don't want-
Yeah,
They said, but I'm gonna let you know what's up.
Out of
And
respect. Yeah.
because they're my friend.
yeah.
Exactly.
It's hard to
Because
find good friends
they're
as
like
you
this.
get older.
Hey, you're
Damn
not
right.
going to say something
So
about my friend.
hard.
It might not be my battle to fight for him, but I'm going to let my boy know. Even though I haven't seen him in a year or two.
Oh,
or 3,
I read it.
I'm going to let him know. And I don't know. I'm just saying for that instance, that's a friend.
Yeah.
A friend is a person that treats you the way you want to be treated, and when you're around them, they bring you up. And
Yeah.
more people need to be fucking friends and not like
Acquaintances.
Frenemies. Acquaintances.
That is a great word.
Frenemies,
I've never.
yeah.
Did you make that up?
You never
No.
had frenemies?
I've had a lot
There's
of
a
frenemies.
lot of frenemies in Midland,
Wow,
Texas.
no, and yeah, and so like, be a fucking friend. Like, when you do shit wrong, and
Call
maybe,
you out. Like, it's all
well,
good.
and if you're getting called out, recognize,
yeah.
that you might
I
be
might
the
have
one.
I might have fucked up.
Recognize, like, it's okay. I'm your friend. Like, that's like a friend is a person. It's like a relationship, like with a wife or a girlfriend or whatever. It's the same. It's like you got to work at that shit
Mm-hmm.
for it to be good. My friends, if the friends I have, you guys, like, you know, my friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actual
I don't have to
friends.
see you for a fucking 2
thank you.
years.
We don't.
Thank
We
you.
don't have to
Thank
see
you.
each other.
You have 2 kids. You have 2 kids. I don't.
You have
We're
thank
adults
you.
and we have
You're
lives.
busy,
And
but
we all understand.
But when
Thank
we
you.
get
When
free,
we come together,
it's gonna
it
be
is what
so
it
much
is.
fun because we're
Thank
all
you.
friends. There's not gonna be motherfucking Jerry, blah blah blah, or we're hanging like.
I haven't
like-
talked to KB in a long
well, let's
time.
say we hang
Like
out.
KB's bullshit.
Or like
because
the
we ain't
times-
talked about. We
Yeah,
he don't want to say
exactly.
he don't want to like my picture on Facebook.
No, we've grown. We have our own lives.
Like we
to
have our
live.
lives.
But like, let's say we all go out together, and there's always that. Oh, we're supposed to be friends, but there's a little conversation, and there's a little conversation. when we get together, it's always fun.
It's always fun.
We don't
It's
miss a
always
beat.
fun.
We don't miss a beat.
Because I'll tell you, fuck you, Jerry, you're a bitch because you did this. But
I'll
I
tell you,
respect
fuck
that.
you,
Like,
you
okay,
bitch.
you
And-
probably
right.
like the whole thing with you and Curtis when he, you know, don't get me wrong, Curtis, I love you, my dog.
Curtis, I don't. That's why I took you off my Facebook. Fuck you, Curtis.
But that's the difference. But it's like
Can't
one of those
stand
things,
Curtis. He knows that.
when he was being a little petty about it, about saying that he's gonna sue whatever, and you were like, no, bro, just take the W and just move on.
Yeah, 'cause it's more stress.
At a point, like, just let it go. You won. Like, you're off. Just go on with your life.
it's more
That
stress
type
to
of
keep.
thing.
You're keeping
But,
it.
but
in
at
your
the same
life.
time, I understand why he wants to do what he wants to do. But
That's
like, why put more stress on your life? You have a son.
You know the difference in that, I think, is the way I kind of look at it.
But
Let's
I'm
say
gonna back him no matter what.
That's pride and ego. But maybe the difference in pride and ego, I literally just thought of this like right now. Maybe the difference in pride and ego is, let's say, like Curtis said, he got fucked. Dude got fucked.
He did
3 years, right?
But
Fucked.
but he had courage though.
But
My
check
boy
the-
had courage
but-
and to fight the
check
system
this
like
out.
he
Check
did.
right.
He really did.
So that took some. It took some.
Took some balls.
It took some spirit. It took some
Yeah.
soul. To like, I'm not gonna
some
stand
balls.
for this and just take what they
Commend him
give
for
me.
that. Yeah.
Right. Now check this out. But everything it took to do what he did to get through that,
A lot of effort.
right? And it took a lot of
lot of
spirit and
energy.
soul. And he got through it, and he got his name back.
Yes.
He got that little bit of credibility back. But think about this. Then he says, I'm gonna take her to court and drill her and that dude every chance I get. So I'm gonna continue to deal with this problem forever. So it went from pride carried him to the victory, ego carries him to the failure. And the failure is continuing with this woman in your life. And then what I wonder is if maybe at some point pride comes from the spirit and the soul, the goodness, and the ego at some point comes from the human monkey that we are that we can't
We
fucking
all
help.
are. We all are.
And like not a
there's
racial thing, like I said,
It's
it's
not. It's
it's
not.
weird. I don't care what you say, what you think. Science has proven where he came from. I believe in God, all that stuff. But we've evolved to be this certain competitive thing, and it sometimes takes over.
Like-
Sometimes it needs to take over, and sometimes it doesn't. And in that situation, personally, I think Curtis is a smart fucking dude. Obviously, because look
He's
where
very smart. He's
look where-
intelligent.
Look what he did. to get-
Smart's not even the word. He's intelligent and he's brave and he's actually like, I've known Curtis, like I said, since we were 13, and he's actually one of my heroes. Like, I can't say that I would have taken on that
Played football
that
with him
weight.
as well.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. But it's one of those things like I don't know if I could have taken that strength and taken what he did. Like who's there to fuck the system like he did? Like he wasn't afraid, and I commend him for that. Take your W's where you can get them, because in life
and get many.
you don't get many W's. You don't.
Here's a big thing that keeps me like kind of going and kind of motivated is that
Love that dude.
like we're not here very long. Like
In reality, no, we're not.
well, let's say we all get 80 years, whatever.
80 years now. It used to be
But-
longer.
But
If we're
no,
lucky.
but let's say we get
You know,
80
I'm
years.
for a Zachary man in my family, I'm middle aged. I'm middle aged for a Zachary man. 'Cause maybe two people on my dad's side of the family have lived to be above 60.
See, in all
so I'm middle aged. In reality, that's
Right.
we talk about what's real. That's reality of it. So take your wins where you can get them.
Well, take your moments, man. Here's
Yeah.
the thing: is like for 3 years, homeboy didn't have any moments, and then if you're free of it,
You have the biggest moment of your life. Right
and
there.
like it's these little
love her.
like this little like life's so short that you're gonna worry about little dumb shit like chasing this lady down and drilling it to her ass because she fucked you.
Fuck her.
Take your moment and move on, and like because one day we're all gonna be dead, and that's gonna be terrible.
It is.
I love my sister-in-law. I swear.
What's she-
God, I love.
What Kristen say?
Kristen, I love you, girl.
Tell your brother
To shut the hell up. Is he?
because he's drunk. She's fucked up. Baby, I love you.
I love you.
Is she watching?
Hey, what you asking me for?
That's my baby right there. Damn it, she keeps me in line.
They're talking. That's your
That's
wife?
my wife. Yeah.
What'd she say? He's drunk.
Yeah.
She said,
probably.
"Tell your brother to shut the hell up."
I get to rambling.
Hey, well, I need to have her on with you.
Oh,
That'd be
dude, no, you don't
hilarious.
want to do. You don't want
That'd
that
be
smoke. You don't want no
hilarious.
smoke.
I do. I love it.
She's gonna talk so much shit. Well, I'm gonna tell you when she's like, we have our 20-week appointment tomorrow. I'm gonna take.
Congrats, by the way.
Appreciate it. When she's like 7 months, we need to have her on. That way, she's all just pissed off
Just
and ready.
fucking
just
everybody
ready.
sucks.
That way, you get raw Kristen Zachery. You get raw because there's nothing better than raw Kristen Zachery. Huh, Daniel?
Which is scary or
She
what?
don't give a
That's
fuck.
amazing.
That's my baby right there.
That's hilarious.
You know, I've been married before, but this is on a different fucking level.
I just shut your mic off because obviously you don't know what you're doing.
Some real shit.
Whatever.
That no one even knew what that meant anyway. If I had played it, people would be like, "What are you talking
Yeah,
about?"
I bet he actually turned my mic off, so everybody in the world just heard you right now.
No, I turned his off. But first off, let's just talk about this. You should never tell a secret when you have a microphone in your face.
This is true.
Dumbass.
I went like this.
That doesn't.
That don't matter.
He said
What's so? Hey, here's how you know he's drunk. It's because he has headphones on, right? He can hear his own voice.
No, I went like this.
Take your headphones off and talk is
Yeah.
way different.
He just tricked himself. He's like, I don't hear nothing.
So this is the very first time I ever understood why like, my favorite rapper is like Wiz Khalifa. So it's like one of those things like turn me up in my headphones. So I'm like, oh, now I understand
So I
what
can
the
hear
fuck
it.
he's talking about. Like,
Yeah.
I wish I could be a
He
rapper.
didn't understand that.
And he went like this.
Yeah,
He
he don't
probably
know.
fucked himself in every way.
Yeah,
Come back.
he about to be fired from his job tomorrow.
Fuck, hell no. Shit. I'm about to get some shit. They gonna fire me.
I don't even ask you where you want to work. I'm not even asking anything about where you work. I don't even care.
What
It's
do you
probably in
say
the
to
oil
mic-
field.
Get your mic.
I was breathing. I didn't want to breathe into the microphone.
So breathe away.
We appreciate that. By the way, anybody, future guest, future anybody on the podcast,
Future.
no eating ice or chips or snacks of any kind. Oh my God. And I love Big Fred. But he was chewing that ice up. He was chewing that ice
Couldn't
up.
understand what he was saying.
No, I just hear the ice chewing. Like, I'm like, God damn it. So from now on,
I enjoy Big Fred when he goes live from his porch.
I do too.
I love it.
I
watch that
wish
shit all
Fred-
day.
He should do a podcast from his porch, like Fred from the porch, and just call it that.
Because I like where his mind is.
Yeah.
I like his ethics.
Yeah.
He's an ethical man.
said-
There's nobody more I respect more, if that makes sense, than an
he said-
ethical man.
He said we couldn't hear anything.
Who couldn't?
He said we couldn't hear anything.
When?
Just now. At 10:03.
Because I hit the mute
you hit the
thing.
mute button.
Trying
Yeah,
to.
oh, hey, he. Oh, damn. He.
Man, we hit the mute button because Daniel said something rated triple X.
He started
Not
whispering.
triple
So
X.
just looking out for my
KB
homie.
is somewhat sheltered a little bit, but not really.
I miss you, Heat. God damn.
I'm just trying to help him out. Like so. he
you know,
doesn't
you know what we
expose
need to
himself.
do this year, right?
What?
And have a original Drillers reunion. Original.
For just to hang out.
Just to fucking hang out and drink and talk about old times. Because, people take pictures and post them on Facebook and social media and whatever you want to call it. But nothing compares to what's in your head. What you genuinely remember. I don't take many pictures. You look on my phone, all my pictures on my phone are screenshots. Like, oh, I remember that. But in the moment, I don't take pictures because I want to remember them in my head.
That's what I do.
Those are my memories.
That's why I do these because it's the one time that like, other than this weirdo is constantly texting
So
the podcast.
what would you say was your greatest memory with the Drillers? Greatest memory that you, off the top of your head.
You was fucking hilarious. I wouldn't think it would pop in my head, but the first thing that pops in my head is
First thing. Okay, not the greatest, but okay, the first thing that pops
when
in
I
your head.
scored my touchdown and I paid $100 to Chad's uncle to run the ball, and the way I knew the play was opposite of the way Corey Hill ran the ball, so the fullback went the opposite hole. So I started like it ended up being a counter. I came back, face mask, I got in, but I remember when I got in the end zone. I was like, I tell everybody, I'm gonna go nuts. I'm gonna do the Dougie, have strippers, fucking cakes and shit. I was gonna do all that shit.
We were all doing the dugout woofers and tweeters.
And then all I could think of was it was silent, and I was like, chicken dance.
I remember that. You're so simple. He's such a simple dude. That's why I love you.
I was like, I don't know what to do.
What about you, Danny? The first thing that pops in your mind when playing with the Drillers.
Be honest, don't say some cool ass shit. He said that time I pooped my pants at halftime.
First,
Probably some,
there's too many. Like, I don't fucking
the
know.
first thing that really popped in my head was that. That was cool.
The first thing was when you told us when we were in Abilene that very first year, and we stayed in a hotel, and it was me and old girl, you know who it was,
Yeah.
and we thought we was going out, so we all dressed up, and all we did was drink in your room across the hall,
yeah.
and you told us that joke about got any grapes?
Got any grapes?
Got any
McNuggets?
grapes? That's the first thing I remember.
That
shit
fucking
was
joke is hilarious.
It was hilarious.
I thought the first time I heard that joke, I died.
That shit was
as
you got any
stupid as it
grapes?
is.
It was a stupid ass fucking joke.
That's hilarious.
But that's how I knew me and you were gonna be boys.
That's hilarious.
That's how
that
I
was
knew.
that was no, that was Dallas. Was that Dallas?
No, it was Abilene.
Abilene.
It was Abilene. I remember.
I didn't know how to.
We were right across the hall because we thought we was gonna go out and party.
Is that the time that Peanut got naked and tried to flash us, but that old lady's out in the hallway? No,
I
that
wasn't there that time. Damn, Angie's gonna be mad at you, Peanut.
Oh,
Ooh.
dude. No, he was trying to flash us like a fucking weirdo. He like opens the door and he's like, bah! And this old lady just happens to just crack her shit open.
Tell me why Peanut wasn't the best athlete you ever seen at that time.
He probably was.
They couldn't stop him on a return.
The only guy that beat athletically just because of his size, the only reason the guy I think is more athletic,
Daddy was like, Kirsten said,
I would think
"He's
it
a
would be
man."
Chad or Rook. Those guys are freaks.
I never got
man.
to. I never got the privilege to play with Rook,
Oh,
but I heard
dude.
he was a beast.
I've
seen him play, but I never got to play with him.
He's a
I might have lost my
racehorse.
position if I'd have played with
He's
him.
a racehorse, dude.
Kristen, yes, he is. He is a mess.
Who?
And I can't believe he's drinking Coors Original either, girl.
Because he's a man
Kristen
now.
said that.
I bet you. Boo.
Who's Kristen?
My wife.
Oh, okay.
She's talking shit.
Dude, I thought.
love my baby.
Dude, hey, Kristen, his
Kristen?
penis will be 2 inches longer for drinking. Original.
Hey, baby, just wait till I get home.
Stop.
He's gonna pass out right next to you and not do
You're,
shit.
Let's
you're gonna
get
have
on.
triplets. You're gonna end up having triplets.
Oh, you know what's good though? She's pregnant. You can just.
It don't matter. It don't matter anymore. I don't have to clean up. She does. I'm just gonna lay in bed.
I don't want to hear this shit.
That's terrible. You still need to wipe off, bro.
Fuck that shit, dude. I'm going to sleep. I gotta work in the morning. I'll take a shower in the morning. You ever wake up
trying to go-
like? Don't get me wrong, baby. I love you, but remember when back in the day when you were single and you get some random chick, you have to take a shower right after you do that shit. Like I'm not trying to wake up like that.
Pray.
Bank right here.
Yeah, and pray
Pray.
and go get checked 3 weeks later. You gotta get checked.
Yeah, on the way home.
I
gotta
think-
drop on the bank.
I think that's a.
Yeah, it's on the way home.
To your bank?
It's on the way home.
I think this is a good way to end it.
Let's do
I
it.
think so.
I think it's a good way to end it right here.
I think so.
I'll be
Don't
on, Jordan.
after if you're a single man, after you first of all, do not I
Do
repeat,
not.
do not bust off at any
It is.
random girl.
It is not
Sec-
what it used to be. It is not what it used to be.
Second off, wear something.
Definitely. Holy
Only
shit.
wear something.
Third
Nah,
off,
always wear
No,
something.
not if you,
Third
if you
off.
love her, then don't wear none.
Fuck that.
But it's just
don't listen to this
hoe.
fucking guy, guys.
This-
Don't listen. Don't
this
fuck.
is-
Because
this-
I only have one baby mama, so
This
listen
is
to me. It's
Daniel.
pretty
Hey, I
impressive.
was on a 16-year-old streak.
no, because your dick will fall in love with anything. So
Anything.
Don't listen to any of the.
We got
anything
two
he
brains.
says.
Two brains.
Touche.
So-
Touche.
But it was a
Wrap
good
it
way
up.
to end it.
Do not come in anything. He said come. Do not come. And man, I appreciate you guys.
No, we
This is
appreciate
fucking
you
too
having
much
Okay, we
fun.
definitely got to do it again.
This-
I think
oh,
this
yeah.
might have been your
This
longest
is-
podcast.
it's
It's
a
been a
long-
while.
So
We're black.
4 hours is my record with
Oh, there's
Jordan
no way.
and Peanut. It's usually I average 2 hours.
How long was
Jordan
this?
Lee bet, boy, you better shut up.
My
You always talking shit about
How long was this one?
my dad rambling. I never said shit about
One
my
more than
wife's
a year
dad
and a half.
rambling. Kristen's dad never came up. I don't know what she's talking about. See, she makes shit up.
No,
You better stop.
I
Don't
know.
be still. I
Stop.
want to
Wait till we get off the air.
don't
If
remember
y'all never see
Hey,
me
Jerry,
again, y'all
Jerry,
know because my wife
Jerry,
killed me. So this is my
Jerry
evidence.
Howard Stern. Remember that?
Howard. You ever seen that? No. You've
Oh
never
my
seen Howard
God.
Stern Private Parts? For somebody who does a podcast, you should definitely watch Howard
should.
Stern Private Parts.
Private Parts?
Private
Try
Parts.
I remember it. Was she's naked in the building? She's
Yeah,
like,
and she
Yeah.
throws the speaker and she
Speaker down
she
and Howard
straddles it.
and Howard Stern all
And like-
ooh, and he like
Yeah,
makes it
the
vibrate and
bass
she
is like
comes.
bl-
Oh,
like
it's fucking
blaring on
great.
her fucking clip.
KB.
Yes.
Really? You've never seen for somebody who has a podcast,
me.
you should definitely watch Howard Stern.
I
Pri-
want the speaker
It-
he has.
It's
Trust
back
me.
in what
I don't know. I
1997,
was a
98?
No, I remember the case. I remember it's Howard Stern staying in like the buildings.
Oh,
He's like
you need-
naked.
Oh, dude, you need to watch that now.
All right, let's do our shout outs.
Guys, we appreciate it. These
Yeah,
guys need
definitely.
to shut it down.
This shit was amazing. KB,
Well,
Awesome.
chopping
Let's
it
do
up.
again.
Episode 32.
I appreciate you guys. I think next week, I'm not sure who's going to be on Wednesday. I have a few people that have that might hop in. For sure, next Saturday, I have Candy Paint Customs. Guys, check this dude out. He's T-Rail's shoe hookup. He's from Midland. He
Doesn't work for Snoop Dogg. Right?
He's sending Snoop Dogg some shoes, like, I think very shortly. He's making these badass shoes.
He's been doing big things.
Yeah,
That's
you should
what's
check
up.
him out. He does tattoos.
Born and raised here in Midland, Texas.
Yes, start Candy Paint Customs. Check his shoes out. If you want custom shoes,
Ice cream paint
he's
job.
he's by himself though. Each pair of shoes you get is by the same person. There's no, so you send him shoes, whatever you want on the shoes, he'll send you, and it's retarded. I should have had it ready to bring up. Candy Paint Customs. I'll on the next podcast I'll give him a shout out. But he'll be on next Saturday the 23rd. But I'm probably gonna do on Wednesday as well, or if not Wednesday and Thursday. I'll be more freed up coming, after the season. So I might do 1 or 2 a week.
KB
But for
just
sure
says it's whatever.
And we out.
But for sure,
We
1
out.
week. Yeah,
Thank
we
y'all
are
for
out.
tuning in.
1, 2. D-Zach needs to go home.
He does. I gotta
KB,
take
thank
him
y'all.
home.
Appreciate it.
KB, my man.
All right, we out of here.
Hey, treat him like some hoes.
Treat like some hoes.
Treat him.
Oh,
Hey,
we
give me
don't
1,
fuck
2,
it up.
3. Treat him like some hoes.
1,
Treat
2,
like
3.
some-
Treat
Treat him like some hoes.
It's been a while.
There we
Thank
go.
y'all.